Control Tower, this is Flying Blind Podcast requesting permission for takeoff.
Copy. Can you confirm your flight path and destination?
Negative. I can't see shit, but we'll be right. We're just gonna wing it.
Rightio, welcome back to another episode of the Flying Blind Podcast, a podcast out there for everyone just winging it. This episode of Flying Blind is being recorded live and uninterrupted, as one of our mates would say, from Sandstone Point in Queensland, up here for Alpha Fest this weekend, and going to be banging out a couple of episodes that you'll hear throughout the next couple of months with a few different people, and got picked up by our great mate, Ian Lummy Lumb from On Track Meals. He's driven us up to Sandstone Point in his brand new electric vehicle.
Yeah.
And mate, it's good to be finally catching up with you. We don't catch up as much now that you're not living in Melbourne.
Mate, knackers, it's been a long time between drinks.
It has been.
We try and get together when we can, but throw a few businesses and a few kids in and everything else, you know.
The shit show
It just gets busy.
It does, mate.
Imagine if we had 34 hours in a day, not 24. Imagine what we get done.
Oh, we'd probably keep just as busy as we are. We'd probably get more done, but I don't think there'd be any more time for relaxing.
No, not at all. But
we'd fill it.
It's bloody good to see you and Ames. Obviously, your lovely Ames was coming up with us. So it was nice to pick you up from the airport. About an hour drive. Nice easy one up here and lovely Queensland, mate.
Mate, you had the sunroof open, and we're in a very technical car. A little bit scary for me, right? One, because I don't like electric vehicles. I couldn't hear you coming. Like the old Navara, I could sort of hear that hum of the diesel.
I hear that coming from a month away, that thing.
Yeah, but I think the other thing for me is halfway up, we're on the road and you go, oi, check this out. And you put it on, what's the mode called?
It's pretty much autopilot. Now, obviously, for Australian rules, anyone listening out there in Australian law enforcement, I had my hands securely on the steering wheel at all times.
Absolutely. But just demonstrating that it could drive by itself if it wanted to.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
But, of course, I was driving safely at 100 with you in the car, Ben, because you're my precious vehicle. So
mate,
got to keep you happy.
Precious cargo.
Yeah,
that was me. But it sort of gave me that little bit of a thought in the back of my head of going, all this talk of, hey, Ben, one day you'll be able to just jump in a driverless car. We're getting there. I still don't know if I'm going to trust it. But then you just press the button like I do with my phone, hey, Siri, open the sunroof, and voila, open she comes.
Mate, they're not far off it. They're in the States, they've approved the Tesla auto drive. I can't remember what it's called. It's got a fancy name for it. Yeah, you put the address in, you hit go, and she takes you.
Yeah, and
But can you get a license, though? So
that's a good point.
So you're going to have a license to drive a vehicle.
Yeah, because you're going to have to be able to override it in case of emergency.
But you can't get a license because you can't see anything.
Yeah, I don't think my learners from 15 years ago is going to cut it.
You know what? Put the L's on. Hang on, we'll get there. But put the L's on, and I'll be your supervisor driver next year. And then
you're not driving. I'm not driving. Happy days.
I love it. Done.
The only problem is you've just got to come everywhere with me.
Well, that's not a problem, mate.
Hey, we've been some places before, and we'll probably still go some places from here on in. But we'll get to all of that, mate. It's great to have you on. As I said, part of CEO, owner of On Track Meals. But we will get to how on earth you ended up doing what you're doing and where you're living, the whole story. But want you to take us back to where it all started. Born as Ian. I don't think you've been called Ian much since then.
No.
Because you much prefer Lummy. Every time I've said the word Ian, especially when we were training for Kokoda, you'd say, don't swear at me.
Don't swear at me, mate.
Yeah, so it's Lummy to everyone out there listening. Tell us about the Lummy story growing up, mate.
Well, Ian works when I'm probably, you know, and any listeners out there who are of age, Ian's going to be great when I'm in the nursing home. Right? It's a mature name.
Yeah.
Right. It's like a fine cheese or a fine wine. It takes a while for it to, you know.
So what are we thinking, like post 80?
I'll take it at 72. Or in 72, Ian can roll on in.
Yeah.
Well, Lummy's pretty simple, mate. Been a young knockabout, growing up in Melbourne. Nothing special. Mum, dad, old brother, 8 years my senior. Go to local footy club. I reckon I was 6. Dad took me.
Yeah.
Did the Oz kick thing. Well, back then it was Vic kick, right? No.
Yeah, righto.
Vic kick.
Yeah.
Go to the local football club, Ormond Blues. Rock up for my first game, and the coach at the time turns around and goes, "What's your name?" And I said, "Oh, my name's Ian." He goes,
That's not going to work.
he goes, "What's your surname?" I said, "Lummy." He goes, "Right, Lummy." And that was it.
Done.
That was it. It was just done from that moment. Everything was Lummy. Mum calls me Ian because she's obligated to. And do you know the best one? Here's a good one for you. Mum called me Ian because you can't shorten it. So what does...
then you got Lummy.
No, but what does my father-in-law call me?
E.
E.
And then at family gatherings, that would just piss Mum off.
It just doesn't work. So, look, grew up Melbourne, knockabout kid. Pretty standard, mate. Nothing special. I'm not going to say I had it easy. I'm not going to say I had it tough. I just had what I would consider an 80s, born in 84, so growing up in the 80s. My brother was older than me considerably, 8 years my senior, as I said. So he was out when by the time I was sort of, 8, 9, 10, he'd already, grown the wings and gotten outs. And then mum and dad's marriage called it quits when I was about 10 or 11.
Yeah, okay.
So through the teenage years, it was just mum and I.
Was that split difficult on the family dynamic? Or did you stay close with both? Or
No. So dad had ability, I had time to see dad, like custody and stuff like that every second weekend, and that was fine, and I always did and always had, but I lived with mum predominantly. My brother had up and gone. He was spending most of his life in Japan by this stage. Lived over there for a long period of time and worked over there, loved the place. So it was just mum and I through the teenage years. Went to local state primary school, state high school, McKinnon Secondary College. Did the job. I didn't really like school. Funnily enough, the best grade...
It's not for everyone.
Well, funnily enough, the best grades I ever got were in outdoor education.
Yeah, okay.
So, hang on a second. Let's stick this kid in a room and try and teach him stuff, and he doesn't want to learn. But, let's invent this subject called outdoor education, which they didn't invent for me, obviously. It was already in the curriculum. And let's take him outside and do stuff. Oh, geez, he's good at that. Oh.
And he enjoys it.
Oh, he actually engages in stuff rather than throwing spitballs at the fan or the rubbers at the fan.
He does listen.
Yeah, he's listening.
Fuck, his ears do work.
The kid's actually all right, just at that one thing. So, that was probably the only time in my schooling career where I went, my education went, this is something I'm actually okay at. And obviously, as a kid, you play every sport, right? Loved my cricket, still do. Loved my footy, still do AFL. Being a Mexican, I don't have a choice. Go the Hawks.
Yep. Up here in Queensland, a little bit confused now.
Yeah. I'm NRL curious.
Watching from afar.
I'm supposed to go to a Broncos game in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
With some friends. I haven't hit Lang Park. Now, of course, you've got to call it something called game. No, I'm old school. It's Lang Park. It's what it's called.
Yep.
So I haven't hit Lang Park yet, but it's good. It's just the footy vibe up here is great when it comes to that. But as a kid, did all the sports, played tennis, did all the stuff, and then just rolled on in through there. And then I hit this patch. I reckon I had a school, went to TAFE. I did a diploma of outdoor recreation, funnily enough. I wonder why, because I figured out I was good in the outdoors, doing outdoor stuff.
Actually like something.
So I got out there, and then I spent a few years freelance working, a couple of companies and a couple of schools, bushwalking, hiking, kayaking, surfing. Spent a lot of my time surfing instructing down on Phillip Island.
Yeah, awesome.
In around.
And had you grown up camping, travelling, doing the outdoor stuff as well, like with mum and dad?
Yeah, and that mum and dad were really good at that. They fed that in. My mum met my dad when she was travelling the world when she was 22.
Right.
My parents are travellers. My dad's from the UK. They've always ingrained or inbred in me this travel, go see the world, go do stuff, do. So that's always been something in me where, when we went away, we went camping.
Yep.
Load the car up, we're going camping. Yeah,
so then when outdoor ed became that option at school, you're like, fuck yeah, this is...
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
This is nothing new. This is bloody brilliant. So, yeah. Frothed on it, went through TAFE, early 20s, at the same time transitioned into some nightclub work. Funnily enough, working in nightclubs.
Outdoor ed, nightclub.
Yeah. Funny enough, working in nightclubs as a 20-year-old's a shitload of fun. So that took a priority over a bit of my life there. And I fell out of the outdoor world, fell into nightclub, bit of nightclub management stuff in Melbourne. Great time. Can't remember most of it, but geez, from what I can remember, that's a shitload of fun.
That's a consistency with most people you talk to that worked in the nightclub game.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun. Don't remember much of it.
No. Mama, I'm pretty open with Mum and honest with Mum, but there's still a couple of things I would not tell Mum about that career. Whew, that was good fun.
Yeah,
but
some things that maybe just aren't meant for air.
Yeah. We'll keep them. We'll wait till the mics are off and then we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll press the red button first.
But that was great. That was fun. Another part, another chapter, another way to see the world. You know, you
Mainly in Melbourne doing all that?
Yeah, it was all in Melbourne. It was all in Melbourne through there. And then I met this really nice girl working behind the bar one night. She was working behind the bar too. Real cute, blonde girl. I was like, oh, yeah. I had dreadlocks at the time, mind you. Yeah.
Dreadies at the time. Very different. Give anyone who's listening to this audio platform, well, you're saying nothing, mate.
Because I had to take the hat off, mate.
Yeah, well, it's a podcast.
I've taken the hat off.
So what's left?
Nothing, mate. She's done. It's gone.
She's bare.
It's fallen out.
All gone.
Well, it's
Razored,
actually
smooth.
Yeah, but
bald as a badger.
Yeah, but if you move up to Queensland, right, I'm all about net zero. So I'm an inbuilt solar panel, really.
Electric vehicle, solar panel.
People think I got ADD. It's not. It's just I got too much sun pumping into my body, mate. And I got no way to distribute it.
Yeah.
They're only paying me 3 cents a kilowatt, right, to buy it back off of the grid. I'm like, mate, I can charge a small city.
That's it.
Right?
I got a big old solar panel on the dome.
So I had dreadies. Had a panel van. Was doing surfing instructing.
And didn't you have Lummy written across the back?
I small. I did have a Lummy sticker across the bumper. That's true. That's true. There's a bit of ego going on here and there. So I had surfing instructing on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I had nightclubs Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, right.
And I did that for quite a while. And in the process of that, I met a lovely girl.
Was she working behind the bar?
She was working behind the bar.
Yep.
And
you're managing. You're behind the bar. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm managing.
DJing.
No, I'm managing. No, not my thing. I'm managing. I'm maybe making her drinks behind the bar because that's what you did back then.
Yeah.
And got to know this lovely girl, and I mean, 20 odd years later, we're married with 2 kids, but we'll get into that one.
Yeah.
And thought, geez, she's really nice. She was at uni studying exercise science.
She's going places.
And I kind of went, I think I like this girl. I think I better do something. Like actually do something rather than
not just feed her drinks behind the bar.
Yeah. And just go surfing and live out of a panel van. Like,
and say, hey, I'll see you next Thursday night.
Yeah. See you next Thursday. No worries, babes. No, there's no more. No, you're the only one, I promise. And then I realised, I like this one. All right. Should probably get a real job. Now, not that I didn't have a real job, but, something a bit more serious.
A bit more long term.
And then took on the fact that, all right, if I went back in outdoor education, what would it look like? Well, I'm good with people. I can talk. I'm good with kids. If you can't do it, then teach. So I went to uni, 4-year degree, studied Bachelor of Education, major in outdoor education, health and humanities and PE.
Yep. And being sporty growing up, like you said, PE works as well.
Outdoors, it makes sense, ticking some boxes, health and human development, how the body works, muscles, all that stuff.
I never picked you as a maths teacher.
No, my maths isn't fantastic. It's not really good. I mean, I learned going to a state high school. I learned mathematics by selling cigarettes by the unit.
Yeah.
Which was a good gig, by the way, which probably actually launched my business career, but we won't get, yeah.
Hey, once an entrepreneur, always an entrepreneur.
Yeah, 100%, right. Peter,
start early.
Was it Peter Jackson 20s or a pack of $4.50 from the local
That's it, under the counter.
And then you're selling them for 30 cents or 40 cents each, 50 cents each.
Hey, make good profit margins.
Not that I know anything about that. I read all this on the internet.
Hey, that's what I've heard that kids did back then.
Yeah. I wasn't one of those.
No, that's what I've heard.
So, met this girl, went, right, get a real one, get a real job, get a real career, university degree. So I didn't go to uni till I was 27.
Yeah, right.
27? Yeah. 4 years uni, came out, went great, got a job straight away, slotted into primary school PE teaching. Didn't think that's where I would land, but that's where I landed.
Were you thinking high school?
Yeah, high school, outdoor education.
Yeah.
Run an outdoor department, something along those lines, but had a really good placement year my 4th year. Enjoyed the school, good people, close to home, ticked a lot of boxes, good community, lovely community, really nice parents, good kids. And went, all right, this will do. And sat there for quite a few years, went to a couple other schools on and off, basically taught for just under a decade. So about
predominantly all PE.
Yeah. Yep. But then got headhunted by, I shouldn't say headhunted, got introduced to some friends of a friend.
They're two very different things.
Yeah, they are.
Headhunted and introduced.
Yeah. I'm just trying to. It's an interesting one. So
Yeah.
I'm moving furniture for a living at university.
Yeah.
And I get introduced a guy I'm moving furniture with. He knows these guys he went to school with, and said, "Hey, I've explained your background to them." About what you do and who you are, and your time in the outdoor ed and the work you've done at the uni. Because I worked for the uni for a while once I'd finished my degree as well, a little bit on the side. And he said, "Oh, these guys own a trekking company." And I went, "Oh, yeah, cool. What do they do?" "Oh, they do the Kokoda Track in Papua New Guinea." And I went, "Don't know much about that really. I know there's a bit of war stuff, but never been there. Done a lot of travel." Okay, so I get introduced to them. These are the guys who want to meet you, and get to know Richard and Andrew really well. Still know them very well today, still in business with them. And Richard was basically along the lines of, right, this is what we do. How can you contribute, or what would you contribute to the business? And I was like, okay, where's your risk management documentation? And they had some, but it was pretty minimal. I said, what safety standards are you operating to? What are we doing? How do you operate? What way? And basically helped build just a really good footing for the business and the company. So they were operating the way they should be. They were operating they didn't have any issues prior. It was just that risk mitigation kind of stuff, right?
And where were they mainly running trips at this point in time?
Just P&J.
Yep.
So everything was just Kokoda. Probably, I don't know, maybe 8 or 10 trips a year.
Yep.
So while I was teaching, I was spending my school holidays on the Kokoda Track, working as a guide, so guiding groups across Kokoda. And then it came to a point where I got offered by them the potential to operate the business on their behalf, but also be a shareholder within it.
Yep.
So that was 2018. I basically came in full time, gave teaching away. It went, yep, thanks for teaching, see you later, and rolled into the expedition company, which was and still is On Track Expeditions.
And yeah, that's right. So when we first met, you were still teaching. You were still teaching on and off. So I got, Amy and I, we both got given presented the opportunity to go and trek the Kokoda Track, which had been on my bucket list for a number of years. And we said, yeah, let's give it a crack. It was a small group. And I don't know how the connection happened between like Morello, AB, On Track.
I can't remember. I can remember we had an old ops manager who worked for us, and he said something down the lines of, we've got this group from the Seed Foundation.
Yeah, and that's who we were raising money for.
Yeah,
Seed
raising
Foundation
money for
Australia.
Seed Foundation, and a part of it is a fundraiser, and it's going to be bringing together all these people, and you're going to guide it. And I said, yeah, no worries. And then about, I don't know, a couple of months out from the trip when we're due to meet up for a training walk, the ops manager calls me at the time. He's like, it was 20, what year was that? That was
17.
17?
Yeah, sure? August 17.
It's August 17, so we're nearly a decade.
Far out.
I was chatting to AB about that the other day. Nearly a decade, mate. That's nuts. So
Yeah. There has been a fair bit that's happened in that last decade, though.
Jesus Christ. You've known me 10 years, you poor bugger. I've known you 10 years.
Well, no wonder your hair's gone.
Yeah, shit. So, yeah, it was. I get this call, and it's like, oh, yeah, here's your trip. Oh, by the way, one of the blokes is blind. And I went, sorry, what'd you fucking say? He goes, the bloke's blind. And I go, okay, cool. So you're going to pad the itinerary out for me, right? No, same itinerary.
No,
okay.
No extra time.
I'm like, so same itinerary, no extra time. I've got a blind bloke. Oh, fuck my life.
Oh, and an overweight bloke. And
yeah.
your blind bloke wasn't your only issue.
No.
It was probably your main issue at the time.
Well, you became the least of the problems for me at the time of the trip, mate. You couldn't see the shit we were dealing with, could you?
True.
Yeah. So that was, there you go. That was August 17.
Yeah. And then, like you say, we did a couple of training hikes, met up beforehand. We did that sort of gear packing night. That was where we first met. Amy and I caught up with you, and then it ended up, I think the original sort of idea was it was going to be a bit of a bigger group than what it ended up being. So there was only 8 of us, including you and Coxie.
Was there 9, including Coxie?
I don't know.
I think
there wasn't many.
No, there wasn't. It was a small group. And we typically like to have groups of 10 or 12. So it ended up being a smaller group, which, from a financial thing, it's not amazing, but from an operational point of view, made my life easier.
Especially with a blind bloke.
Yeah.
Fucking blind blokes.
I'm just annoyed you didn't get to see the beauty of the place. That's all.
Yeah, and that's probably one thing that people don't associate the Kokoda Track with, do they?
No, they don't. And look, we walk Kokoda as Australians because it is a famous pilgrimage, and so it should be. You know, I'll stand there hand on heart and say, you know, we do live in an amazing country. We have fantastic opportunities, and that is because of sacrifices made by others before us. And what our boys endured in 1942 is hell. That's the only way to explain it. War is hell, but what they were an extra level. Again, you've heard the stories, Ben. You've done it twice now. You've walked with me. We share that clearly, and it is unforgiving what they went through. It really is. But when you are halfway on the track and you stop and you look around,
if you put the war bit aside and the history aside, and you knew none of that,
it is beautiful.
There's waterfalls, there's rivers, there's rainforests.
The butterflies are the size of your hands flying past in fluoro yellow. You know, Papua New Guinea's got some of the most diverse and rare bird life. Not that there's much on the track anymore.
You don't see much.
They've all been slung, shot down and eaten. But and that's true, by the way.
Yeah.
Anything that walks or grows is hunted and eaten.
Well, it's still village life over there.
Yeah, it is. It very much is. And there are sections, like I always think about Eora Creek when I pull into Eora Creek and you sit there and you've got Eora Creek flowing through and it meets the Abawari land and you've got different campsites set up and you stop there for a minute. You know, like you could stick a multi-million-dollar hotel and celebrities would pay billions to chopper in there to get away from society because it's stunning.
Big time.
And I hope they never do. Like, really don't. And I don't think they would. But what I try to say to a lot of people when they're walking Kokoda is you're going to go from paradise to paradise every day and every night. You're just going to have to walk there. It's going to take 8 to 10 hours a day. You're going to sweat like crazy. You're probably going to hate me. You're going to question why you paid for this.
You're going to fall over 8 times a day. You're going to be covered in mud. You're going to smell like nothing you've ever smelt like before.
Well, you get to that point, though. That's the one, though, is you get so stinky you don't stink anymore.
Yeah.
You actually like reverse.
But I still haven't gotten that smell out of my pack.
Oh, no, you can't. No.
8, 9 years later.
No, you won't. So that, yeah. And especially if you give your pack to the porter. Like, that's another level of stench, mate.
Mate, it's a place like no other.
It's stunning. The thing is you need to endure some pretty serious physical and mental adversities to complete it. It's doable. When I say it's doable by everyone, it's doable by most who want to. If you want to, you will. We know that with just about anything in life. But, you know, you may have to lose some weight. You may have to get the knee checked out. You may have to do a few things. But basically, if you want to walk the track, you can walk the track. The reward is so euphoric. You know it. Ames knows it. Erin, my lovely, she's done it. She knows it. And even when I complete it, after how many times I've done it, you still go, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And you could literally turn around and go back the next day.
You could. And day 1, day 2, you're like, I'm never going to make it. Day 3, day 4, you're like, fuck, we're only halfway. By the time you get to day 7, day 8, day 9, however long you're doing it over, it, like you say, you just get into, the body gets into a rhythm that you go, everything hurts, but because everything hurts, nothing hurts at the same time. Oh. And it just gets used to getting told to get up at 4 a.m. and start putting one foot in front of the other.
That was your trip. We were up at 4 a.m. because you guys were fucking slow.
Ah, fuck off. We had a slow guide. What can I say?
Mate, you kicked everything you could kick. I'm surprised the Owen Stanley Rangers is still there. The amount of shit you kicked it.
Mate, there was only one way for me to see the country, and that was to kick it. I didn't take my cane on the trek. So
no, you didn't. Well, you had 2 walking sticks, but
2 walking sticks. I had
2 porters.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, no, Murray and Joseph the first time.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, one either side. And then you had me or whoever was rotating through, old easy up left, easy up right. And this is, for those listening.
Everyone's listening, mate. It's a podcast.
We audio booked. Fucking how's that? How's my apples? We had to basically podcast or audio book the Kokoda Track for Ben.
Yeah, live.
Like it was every step
in real, and there wasn't, like, people think I'm exaggerating when I say that they say it's 96 k's, but that's bullshit. That's as the crow flies. It's closer to 130.
Yep.
And I would say 80 to 90% of the steps that I took had to be described to me in some way, shape, or form.
Yep.
And-
Half foot landing, full foot landing, halfway up, little one up, 3
Yeah, that's
inches
it.
up.
Left foot to the
Big one
up
up,
over a
up
tree root,
over a
down
rock.
onto a rock, this way, that way.
Easy to the left. Just shuffle to the left, mate, because there's a big drop down to the right. Don't look down to the right. Ben, I told you not to look down to the right.
And when I say big drop, I mean really, really, really big.
yeah,
Like,
it's difficult.
and I think
But-
Amy learnt that the hard way first and foremost because she had in her head on our first trip, and we'll get to our second trip, that she was going to guide me the whole way.
Yep.
And within the first 2 hours, she'd done such a great job. But you can't underestimate the impact of walking the Kokoda Track yourself, but then mentally having to turn it into a description while you're half looking behind you at me behind walking, making sure that I'm putting my feet in the right spot, which therefore means you're sort of walking backwards down the track as you're walking forwards, getting your lefts and rights mixed up.
While blowing.
Yeah, while huffing and
Easy-
puffing.
easy up on left, mate.
While 34 degrees humidity, sweating your ass off. And I turned around to you sort of silently going, hey, because I knew you were at the back going, Amy needs to rotate. Like she's cooked and just needs a break. And it ended up being such a huge team effort with them.
Oh, it was great. We all took turns.
Everyone
Yeah,
took turns.
yeah.
And everyone described things differently, which was the biggest pain in the ass going around. I had Steve.
We should have recorded the first time, right? Just recorded it, and then you could like audio book it.
I could have just pressed play when I went again.
And then the
go,
second time you go, you just hope the terrain hasn't changed.
hope I'm walking at the same speed. All right, day two starting now.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter. The toilets are in a different spot, if you could call them toilets.
Yeah,
But,
holes with a view.
But that's a fun part of life, and the thing that probably changed the game mentally for me, but everything for the business was COVID. We had borders shut and international travel shuts. My company was travel.
Business gone.
98% loss of revenue. Click your fingers, gone. See you later.
Well, and something that I can relate to is speaking. Live events.
Yeah.
Gone.
You just like, what do you fucking mean? I can't do my job. But how do I earn a living? What do I do? Like, no, mate. I can't work. You can't work from home guiding on the Kokoda Track.
A little bit difficult.
I don't know if anyone's thought about that concept, right? So that was a really tough period. But you know, you look at life in many different ways. There's got to be reasons, and I'm far from, you know me, Benny. I'm far from religious, but I do have an essence in me of how do I say it? A spirituality where it's like things happen for a reason.
Yeah.
Right. We met for a reason. Don't know why, but we did, and here we are.
Just to give you a bit of shit on the track.
Just so we can talk crap.
Yeah.
Right. Things happen in life for a reason. You meet the people you meet. You do what you do, and that's the way life works. Karma. I'm a believer in karma. If you're good, you'll get good back. So it meant that we had this little food project on the side where in 2018 we did our first batch of what was called on-track expeditions heat and eat. And we were taking this on Kokoda trips because the food over there, it's very plain, it's very basic, it's very difficult to get a hold of good quality food. You want good nutrition when you're on the track because you're burning so many calories, you're burning so much energy. And
But you got no refrigeration.
No,
Like you got to trek for 7 to 9 days.
we're carrying everything.
Carrying everything.
The boys have got everything. The porters have got all your food, all your tents, all your kit, everything you need.
You'd be lost without them.
Yeah, you're buckled. I mean, back in the early days, mind you, the likes of the early guys who started off as a commercial entity, they all carried their own kit.
It's not doable.
No, but yeah, you don't need to, but it creates economy and income for them as well, right?
That's it.
It's worth it. So we developed the food product through one of my business partners, Andrew. He's ex-Australian Defence Force. Eric, current business partner, Australian Defence Force veteran as well. And they lived on army ration packs or MREs, meals ready to eat. So we went, well, why don't we kind of make our own food and take it over there? So we started this small little on-track expeditions heat and eat. We started taking it over to Papua New Guinea.
And just using it for your own.
Just using it for us.
Yep.
For our clients. And then we had our clients going, geez, this is bloody good. I'll buy it. And we went, well,
You can't.
never really thought about that.
Yep.
Okay. So we decided to swing it in late 2019. We came up with some designs, a design process, and we changed the name from On Track Expeditions Heat and Eat to what's now known as On Track Meals. We wanted to keep a consistency because we had the same owners in the brand, myself being one, Richard and Lex and Eric.
Yep.
Erin and I should say, my lovely wife. We had the same ownership, so we said let's just do an easy name chat and we'll transfer a name. So On Track Meals was born. So when COVID hit and trekking went, and we had to deal with the debacle of refunds and reschedules and constantly watching press conferences to find out whether we'd ever be able to operate again.
Don't get me started.
Right, and which border
Everyone
and what
running in at
this.
3 o'clock to...
And then it was like, right, we should do trips in Tassie because we're allowed to travel around Australia. So we launched some trips in Tassie, overland track. And it was great until Tassie shut its borders to Victoria. And then it was like, well, I can get people from South Australia into Tassie, but I can't get people from Victoria in. But my guide's in Victoria, so I have to get another driver from South. And it created a lot of unnecessary stress, anxiety, and, definitely depression through that era, I think, for most people.
Oh, 100%.
In Melbourne.
But like I say, right around, but then, Victoria, then Melbourne especially, some of the craziest lockdown laws and rules for the longest period of time in the world. And
the psychological damage that coming out of that will be generational. There's no doubt about it. And I just feel for those VCE kids. I feel for those 16 to 24-year-olds who should have, what I did, went out, partied, had fun, studied, whether they do or don't, lived.
There's that, and then there's every other sort of year level or whatever in and amongst that, because working and still speaking in some of the schools around the place, I still have teachers, like we're talking 6-7 years down the track, that go, oh yeah, we refer to these as our grade 6 COVID kids because they're now in year 12 now.
Yeah.
So they miss the opportunity to be the leaders of primary school. So they're now shit leaders at high school because they didn't have that opportunity there. Then there's the grade 6s now that were in that missed prep.
Yeah.
And missed reception and kindy and wherever you're from. Like, let's just make it the one standard school system if you ask me. But those 6-7-year-olds missed their first year of school. So what social impact has that had on their confidence and their sporting? Like, it's amazing. I was even talking, and this was probably a year ago, and it was to my old basketball coach. And they're doing the same things because different fundamental skills that you're taught at different ages as you go through your basketball development are missing from different age kids.
Of course so, because they couldn't train then.
They couldn't play. They couldn't train. There's 2 years gone.
Yeah, it's sad, mate. Like, you can stand there and blame and yell and scream, and I used to do that. I'm over that now. Maybe. Yeah. Still got small man syndrome, don't worry. But, you come to a peace with it is what it was. It was what it was. The decisions were made. Did we follow them? Did we believe them? Yes. Could we have maybe pushed back on them? Probably. But we didn't know anything. There was a level of naivety in the population in the way we went about it. But we saw an opportunity with food and we went, okay, well, what do we do now? And business partner Richard said, well, let's make a push on this thing. So we had small range of products, I think 6 SKUs in the range, and then we started to push that. And I used to work at a. Can I use brand names, by the way, Benny?
You can use whatever you like.
No. All right, good. Bogong Equipment, really reputable, really respected outdoor store in Melbourne.
Shout out to them. They supply my boots.
There we go. Yeah, the old La Sportivas.
That's it.
I'm wearing some right now, not boots, but the runners.
I gave them a flogging.
Yeah, you did. Well, you kicked everything.
Well, I walked in to get my second set of La Sportivas, and the people that worked at Bogong, so this hiking store in the middle of Melbourne, and fully decked out, everyone in there, they're all big-time hikers and outdoor ed people and all this sort of stuff. And I walked in there with this old set of boots with toes just hanging out of them, the soles ripped off them. And I said, can I have a new pair of these? They're like, what the fuck did you do to them?
Just Kokoda, mate.
Yeah, I just went, as you would say, mate.
Just going for a walk.
Just went for a walk.
That's all it is, mate. Just going for a walk.
Yeah, just went
so
for a walk.
Bogong got us the leg up, and Neil Blunny is the owner there, and a great gentleman, been in the industry a long time, and I worked there for about just over a year. I think just outside of uni before teaching, or somewhere in there, or at uni. And I walked in with my product, and I said, hey, mate, can you chuck on the shelf for me? And he went, yep, I'll give you a shot. I went, thank you. And then from that, because of the trust because of the trust that Neil had put into the product and that Bogong was willing to stock it, then other stores were like, well, if they're going to stock it, we have to stock it rather than the foam.
Yeah, because they're
you know?
Bogong.
What's the best?
Yeah.
It's the best outdoor. It is arguably the best outdoor. You've got your Anacondas and your BCFs, and they all serve a purpose, and they have a great target
But
market.
Bogong's that very specialised
If
hiking targeted.
Yeah, you want to go for an overnight hike, they've got you. You want to summit Everest tomorrow, they've got you. Like they've got all the technical gear, and for them to stock it and arrange it says to the rest of the industry, this is good shit.
And how important is that, like, in life? That one person that trusts you that goes, I am willing to give you a shot.
Yep.
Like, yes, you mightn't have the runs on the board. And it's funny you say that because you always hear the stories of people putting in their resumes for their first job, and their feedback why they don't get it is, we're looking for someone with experience.
Yeah. It's
And you go, hang on.
Yeah, it's a sign on the door that says, well, new retail staff wanted, experience necessary. How do I get experience if you won't give me a job?
Exactly
Yeah,
right.
mate.
You're like, that level of trust and that being that person that goes, I'm prepared to give this bloke a shot or this idea, and what can come from that is huge in life.
It's the who you know. You know, the more I go through life, it's who you know. And the more you know, like the more people you know, the more people that know the people you know. It's what I call the old teletext.
I got lost then, but yeah.
You got the teletext next to the phone at Nan's place, right?
Oh yeah, the old.
And and you pull the numbers out. All right, if I got one teletext, you've got one, right, Benny? Benny's got a teletext, right? And
Can't read the numbers in it, but yep.
Yeah, no, that's Braille. And I've got Benny as a connection, and you've got all these people in your teletext.
I've got 100 in mine.
Right? You're going to go hit up one of those 100. Well, that then opens me up to that person's 100. And then if they got someone that opens you up next 100, so that 100 goes from 100 to 200, 200, 300. For every person you can connect with or make a connection with, it gives you another pooling of people that could potentially work with you and help you. So to get into Bogong as one store, one shop, our first product, that opened the door to what they call the Intertrack Buying Group, which is a whole heap of other outdoor independents in Australia. They all said yes.
Bogong's Teledex.
Right. And then that opened up to the next one, which was the bigger chains. And that starts rolling us in the likes of Paddy Palin, Tent World, and then that rolled us into BCF.
Yep.
So, you know, for anyone who's out there doing the businesses or out there, you're pulling on connections. You can have the world's greatest product. You could change the world with this product. But unless you got the right people, well, I believe, unless you got the right people not only in your corner, but the right people that you can connect on to help you get this product out there, it's going to be very difficult to do it. Anyone can talk. I can talk. I'm bloody good at it. You're good at talking. But
the world is relationships.
Got to be 100%. It is about how you interconnect interpersonally with people. It doesn't mean you have to go to the pub and have a beer. It doesn't mean you have to do anything other than catch up with people every now and again for a text or a phone call or, hey, how's work? How's life? How are the kids? What's going on? Anything happening? Oh, by the way, can you help me out with this thing? Yeah, sure, mate. But it's not just getting someone to help you. It's you making sure you're giving time to other people too. So if I get that phone call, hey, Lummy, we got this guy with a product. It may be conducive to your ration packs. Oh, give me samples. Send them to me. 100%.
It's a two-way street.
Yeah, got to be. You can't just take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be give and take, and the more you give, the more you'll get back.
Yeah, and again, that goes back to that spirituality side of things I was talking to you about, where I firmly believe in it. You give back, you get what you put out there, 100%. So Bogong gave us a shot, and that just rolled it. Now, it was a long burn. So On Track Meals, in terms of its name and its registered entity, was December 2020. We're now in 2026, mid 26. We're past startup stage. We're now into that more established business.
Yep.
We've got bigger contracts, state government contracts. We build ration packs. We sell in more stores. We distribute through New Zealand. You know, it is a growing business.
And talk to us about what sort of, when you say on-track meals, that ready to eat, like you said, you can carry it in your pack across the Kokoda Track, and you can prepare it for a group of people. That's on a larger scale. But what if, like, we might as well, we're talking about it now. Yeah. Let's give it a plug. If I walk into BCF, what can I buy off the shelf? What sort of things?
Yeah.
What am I going to On Track Meals for?
Sure. So you come in for shelf stable meals. So our meals are what they call ultra heat treated retort package products. So we don't use chemicals in our stabilisation process. It is all done through a technique called retort. It is not new. It's been going on since post-World War II. It's military-style food that we brought into a civilian application. So if you walk into BCF, you can buy a butter chicken with rice. You can buy beef bolognese, mild chili con carne. It's in a pouch, a flexible pouch. It doesn't need refrigeration. You can put in your backpack. You can leave it in the car. You can put it in the cupboard at home. It's a meal for whenever you just need one. You can rip the top off it and eat it straight out of the bag cold. It's already cooked. It's ready to eat. It's not dehydrated. It's not freeze-dried. So you're not adding water. You're not boiling water. You're not adding water to reconstitute it. You're literally putting it in a flameless heater bag, which we have. You can check them out online. They're fantastic. You can put it in a pot, boiling water. You can tip the contents into a bowl and put it in a microwave. You can warm it up. And the only reason why people warm up food is because we like eating warm food, right?
But yeah, you don't have to. From a survival point of view, if you're out in the bush and
you just rip the top off and hook straight in, job done.
And we've all had cold bolognese sandwich the next day.
Fine. Yeah, 100%. Leftovers are life, right?
Yeah.
Especially when the kids throw most of them on the
Leftovers are life.
Oh, but yeah, so we've built a SKU range and a product type that allows people who can either go camping, forward driving, hunting, fishing. We've seen a huge uptake in the prepper market. So people who are preparing, whether it be for natural disasters, because
doomsday.
Yeah.
Digging bunkers.
Mate, you should see. Aaron was
I
running.
should see. I would love to see.
You would, yeah, you can. Oh, poor bugger. Every time. And ladies and gentlemen, you got to remember, it's after 10 years of knowing and loving each other.
Yeah, I'm not just taking the piss out of it.
We just give it to each other.
Yeah.
So Aaron gave me the numbers the other day. So Aaron runs the marketing at On Track Meals, and she gave me the numbers. And basically, we saw a bumper march, one of the best months we've ever seen.
Mm.
And then it dropped off sort of April into May. And that's because Google Analytics had a 65% increase and then drop off of survival food or survival techniques when the instability in Iran was kicking off. Basically, people were preparing for World War III. Yeah, and because of that, we sell our products in buckets. So you can buy a 3-day bucket, a 5-day bucket.
I know, I've got one.
Yeah, they're great. They're fantastic. People buy them just for that. We've actually people are like, love your food. We just wanted the bucket. It's like, okay.
Oh, and it's this like mint square bucket, square lid.
Chuck it in the back of the 4-wheel drive. They're fantastic. We love them. We build stupid amount of them.
But it's got like 5 days worth of food in it. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, everything.
Cutlery, heater bags. It's all taken care of. We could not build them fast enough because the Australian market hit that point. And we laugh a bit about it. Prepping is huge in the US, mate. Like big time. They love it.
But they've got shows about come and see my bunker and all that sort of stuff.
We're not far off, mate.
Far out.
We're not far. So, you know, our product on a face value is, here's a ready-to-eat meal. But then chat to Ames about it. Lamb and pearl barley. When you're away, which is every second day, working, how was NT? Did you work in the NT? Oh, yeah, babes. Got to go to Northern Territory with a group of guys and work.
Hey, it was work, all right?
How much piss did you sing?
It was content purposes. So it was work, and we had to catch fish, we had to fly in helicopters and swim in waterfalls. Oh,
you okay? You want a hug?
Yes, I'd love one afterwards.
All right, good. Point being, poor Ames had to stay home.
Yes, she did.
And obviously raise your beautiful daughters, as you guys do so well. But the girls got to eat. So what was Ames from?
And they love eating. And they love and kids love eating good food, but also pastas. Rices.
Simple.
Easy stuff.
So for Ames, it makes life easy for her. And, you know, it means that she doesn't have to think too much. So our product on face value is a hiking outdoor branded product. And that's where we started with. Now we see ourselves slotting into so many different areas and why we're being purchased and bought. We're bought by companies who put it in their staff lunchrooms in case their staff didn't bring a lunch into work that day.
Yeah, and not something that at the end of the week has to get cleaned out of the fridge.
Nope.
It's just in the cupboard.
3 years. Happy days.
Yeah, that's it. Like we've literally got some sitting in the box on the back of the ute.
Yep.
We've got some sitting in the shed. We've got some sitting in the cupboard, some sitting in the old man's boat. It's just there as a just in case.
Yep.
Our problem is they're that good that we don't leave them for a just in case. We eat them every
No,
second week.
No. That's your problem because you're too busy jet setting around Australia.
Hey, I feed the kids too, you know. I do.
You're in and out of the chairman's lounge, right? At Qantas, right?
mate.
I know you are. You're rubbing your shoulders, and Ames
You're a
just got to look after the grommets. So we're here to save the day. No, so it's a simple product that we've been able to get out there in so many ways. And then the other arm is our ration pack buildings. We've got contracts throughout Australia where we build ration packs for fire ground sustenance and humanitarian support. So when shit hits the fan and our brave first responders, being, police, fire, ambos, or whoever it may be, need to get in there and help our communities in need, a lot of those, typically in New South Wales, some in Queensland, some in Victoria, and in most states who buy us ad hoc, have our packs and our products so they can be fed. Because on the simplest value, Benno, like, what do you need? You need food, you need water, and you need shelter. Like, it's basically what we need to survive.
Three bare minimums, yeah.
That's it, right? So we proudly take care of one of those. We let the others take care of the others, and that's what we roll through. So it's not without its fun, and it's not without its challenges, but
no business is.
Putting food in a bag. I say that's bad. We were joking before. What do you do? Oh, I just go for a walk.
Yeah.
What do you mean just go for a walk? I just run a Kokoda Track company. We just go for a walk, right? People say, what do you do? I just put food in a bag. Like, what do you mean you just put food in a bag? Like, you can simplify things as much as you want.
Absolutely. I talk shit for a living.
You're good, though.
Yeah, well, you're good at putting food in a bag.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, I don't actually put the food in the bag.
No,
let's not technically get there.
No. Well, someone's got to be the good looks behind it all. I was going to say brains, but...
Well, yeah. They fell off with my dreadlocks.
Or maybe the good looks fell off with your dreadlocks. Hey, who am I to judge?
No. Judge away.
Anyway, these meals, they are Blind Bloke certified because you might be saying that Amy cooks the old lamb and pearl barley, which she does.
Yeah.
However, you've also got slow cooked steak.
Yep.
Australian steak. You've got
all day breakfast.
The bangers.
Yeah, sausages. 2 sausages in a bag.
Which feel funny. Like they feel funny in a bag.
I was going to ask you, whose sausages are you feeling?
No. Just the bag of just 2 sausages.
You're not used to filling 2 sausages? You only fill one?
No, only one.
Oh, okay,
but
all right.
In a bag, I've cooked those for the girls when Amy's been out for a girls' night, and the girls love them. I just grab 3 packs, bang, 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 and then there's the mash that goes with them.
Yep.
Veg, mate. Blind Bloke certified these on track meals.
I love it, mate.
So good.
They look good too, but again, that's a challenge you can't really overcome.
I'll just trust you on that one. So that's where you are today.
Yep.
Business wise.
Yep.
On track meals, growing like you said.
Yep.
International distribution. You've got your retail stuff for your camping, forward driving, fishing, hunting, whoever it happens to be.
Yep.
Corporate shelves, kitchens, and then you've got your disaster relief stuff as well, which is awesome.
Yep.
We probably kind of skipped over the family side of things in this whole story.
Oh, they're there, mate.
They're there?
That's why I'm doing it.
Absolutely.
So,
so you
met a beautiful, cute blonde girl back behind the bar.
That's it. We got there.
Cocktail. So Erin and I, we just celebrated not long ago. Just celebrated 10-year wedding anniversary.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you. Awesome. So that was a great milestone. But just good to sort of take time and reminisce and look back on that day, but also what the last 10 years have looked like, not just as marriage, but together. We were with each other for about 10 years. I took my time to propose. I just wanted to make sure she's Collingwood supporter. So
you got to take your time.
Yeah, she's got to take our time on that one.
And then the whole family follows Collingwood. And
except father-in-law, he's Melbourne, but
is he?
You kind of feel sorry for him. It's Melbourne. It's not a real club.
They're trying.
They're cute. And then, so I got 2 beautiful girls. So I got Charlotte, or Charlie, as she's called at home, Cheek Charlie, and then with Clara. So Charlotte's nearly 7.
If Charlie gets Cheeky Charlie, what does Clara get?
Oh, just crazy Clara. She's just, if you look up,
it's always the second child.
Second, mate. We were talking about this.
Layla's the same.
Talking about this in the car on the way out, mate. Like, Charlie, if I say to her, Charlie, don't do that, she won't do it. But as Ames was sharing that story, if the second child hears you say don't do something, the second child will walk over, do the thing, and look at you and smile.
And go, watch me.
Yeah. Hold my
beer. How'd I go? Hold my beer.
Hold my beer, watch this, going to be bitching.
That's
right?
it.
And you're like, what? So the girls are great. Charlie's grade 1, loves school, lives for school, enjoying herself. Clara's kindy runs a mark day bush kindy today, which she froths on because she gets to go play in the mud and throw rocks and do what kids should do.
Yep.
Again, another great reason to live up in this beautiful sunshine state. And I do live up here now. Moved up.
Yeah, so talk to us about that. You made the move from Melbourne.
Yeah, so I made the move January 2024.
Yep.
Been up here, 2.5 years. And that was predominantly around taking on track meals to the next step. We had
because you're doing a lot of flying.
I was doing a lot of
because it was based up here.
Yeah, but I was working from home down there and I was flying way too much.
Yeah.
I mean, lovely for the status and the frequent flyer points and all that crap, but it just took away too much from home time.
It's not all it's cracked up to be.
It really isn't. And there's only so much you want to sit in a tin can at 38,000 feet of your life.
Yeah.
So we made the hard decision. It's one of many hard decisions. Made the hard decision to come up here for the business predominantly. With on the side of that was, hey, let's go do something. Let's go do something different. Erin had grown up in Melbourne her whole life. I grew up in Melbourne my whole life. We'd both travelled a lot. We've seen a lot of the world. Very fortunate from that. Saved our money and gone abroad and seen a lot of things. But this is the first time I went, right, let's move away from family and friends and try something new and different. So we came up here, business focused, and as that's progressed and as that's gone, we've established new friendships, new work, new networks. We love the community we live in, just south of Brizzy. The school's great, the kindy's amazing, and the lifestyle's just phenomenal. When I'm not at the office or where Erin and I aren't juggling the kids and working, what are you doing? What are you doing tomorrow? Oh, weather looks good. Do you want to just jump down to the Goldie for the day? Yeah, let's go to the Goldie, 45 minutes down the street. We've got great friends up on the sunny coast. Hey, I'll come up for the weekend. Yeah, sweet. It's just the lifestyle up here is completely
10 months of the year, kids are in the pool.
Yeah. But can't get them out of the pool most of the time, which is great. My girls can swim amazingly. Like we're like, right, let's get them ready for the Olympics. Brisbane 2020, when is it, 29 or?
2032.
32, thank you. All right, Olympics, come on, Gij. In you get, and Gij is Clara. Go on, let's go, girl. She'll be a bit young for it. But the fact is that they breed them differently up here, and they breed them differently up here because it is different. Like, we're all Australians, but wow, Queensland's just a different place in terms of the lifestyle it gives a young family. And if I say anyone who's contemplating, thank you, Ben,
No, you're right, mate.
or thinking or working out if in the next step, put Queensland on your map because it's bloody good this southeast corner. I mean, where are we? We're Sandstone Point right now. We've just been.
Mate, it's magic.
We've been to the pub. You've had a pint. We've had a feed. We're having a chat now.
We're overlooking the water, apparently.
There's family. Oh, the view's fantastic. There's sharks out there. You just can't see. There's families running a mark. There's a water park here. Like they basically built Queensland, obviously, to live outside.
Yeah. No different to the territory. Like, it's just that it is built differently, like you said. But you also mentioned that it was a big decision.
Yeah.
Because Erin's family's in Melbourne, your family's in Melbourne.
Yep.
Like, what was the decision-making process like when, as you say, both of you have lived down there your entire lives, starting to set your family up there with grandparents around the corner?
Yep.
Yes, it makes sense for business, but what was that decision-making process like? Because in these guest episodes on Flying Blind, a lot of the time I'll ask people about what are some of the tough decisions you've made, and that would have had to have been one of them.
And it still is. It still cuts a bit because Erin is close with her family. She's got an older brother, Pat, and he's married Sarah with Ollie. Ollie's the same age as Clara, so cousins there. And when they get together, they just run amok. Now they only see each other twice a year now because we're up here. That was really tough, and it was a very emotional time for us to make the decision. It was emotional for Erin's parents and for her. I'm a bit different in that manner. I've never had an overly close relationship or heavily close relationship with my parents in that capacity. I mean, mum's mum. I love mum, 100%. Catch up with mum 3 or 4 times a year. She flies up and sees us. But our family dynamic's a lot different. As I said, my brother had flown the coop by the time I was 10. My parents had divorced by the time I was 11.
Yeah, no right or wrong. It's just different family dynamics.
It's just the way it was. Yeah. But for Erin, it was a lot different. They're very, very close in that manner. So that was very hard. and it took its toll on Erin. I would say, mentally, and her parents a bit, and then the flow and effect to that is the pressure I'm putting on my family and her to do this. So then
that's what I was just about to get to going.
It's on my shoulders.
It's on your shoulders because yes, Erin is working as part of the business, owns just as much of the business as you do, but essentially it's you that's gotten the family into this opportunity.
Yep.
And then the opportunity is for this business to keep growing and developing. This move makes sense, but you kind of need it to be not your idea. It needs to be our idea for it to work.
And it was, what do we want to do? Do we want to take this thing next level? Do we want to have a shot? And I've always believed that you should ask every question because the worst answer you'll get is no. So ask it. If you get an opportunity to walk through a door, just walk through it, just go. Because, I mean, obviously, as long as it's not something absolutely stupidly ridiculous where you could, die. But at the end
don't walk through those doors.
No, the dying doors aren't good doors. But we got a house in Melbourne, and we were able to rent it. We rented it out, and the concept is we'd come up here and we'd see if it works. Now, let's say it didn't, and I wasn't here sitting with you today and talking to today at this point. Well, we were just going back to Melbourne, and that's okay. That was a learning curve.
But then you've got the answer to that question.
It's okay to try, and if you try and succeed, well done. But know that if you do that, you're going to have to make tough, bloody decisions. And if you fail, I don't like to use that word, but if it's not successful, then it's okay. It's okay.
You would have learned a heap of shit from it. And like you say, it's not a failure. It's just at least now I've asked the question and I know the answer. I'm not sitting there in 10 years' time going,
oh, should we?
I wonder if.
Oh, imagine if we had. Oh, we could have.
The what ifs.
Fuck it. How about you just do it? How about you just fuck it, as I say on Kokoda, mate? Put your socks and shoes on. We're going for a walk. Let's fucking go.
Hey.
Let's just do it. Just do it. Don't think it. Think about. Don't sit there and mull. Right? If we drew pros and cons up, we're a massive pros and cons table, and the hardest part was being that far from family. Yeah, my brain says okay, from our house where we lived in Melbourne to where Tony and where Erin's parents live in Melbourne is about a 25-minute drive. Right? 25, 30 minutes. Okay. Now, to fly from Melbourne to Brisbane is 2 hours. Are we really that far away?
Not really.
We're not Singapore. We're not London.
Yeah, it's not the other side of the world.
Or Marrakesh. We're in the same country. Now, hopefully, another COVID, another lockdown thing doesn't happen. We don't fuck our borders up. And I don't think that's going to happen in our generation because we're all going to tell them to get stuffed. But
even if they try, we'll go, no, we had enough of that the first time.
Yeah, well played, champ. Well played. Sit down.
Or the in-laws will go, fuck it, we're coming to Queensland.
yeah, right. So it was like, it's only 2 hours. It's only 2 hours. Like, if it doesn't work, we go home, which was home. Our home is now, we believe now here. And if it does work, well, how good is that? Because not only do we want to stay because our life's great, our family's great, and our friends are great, and what we've created is great, but obviously the business must be working. So by us staying, proving that the decision we made
was the right
one and was a good one. And, we've met some amazing people over the last couple of years, some who are great friends. We were sharing with you and Ames while we were setting up. We did a Fiji first family holiday trip last year, and we did that with one of the other families in our area that we met because we moved up here.
How cool is that?
Created some really good networks and really good friendships and really good support networks. And I feel like this is one of the first places where I actually start to fit in a bit. Me personally, like just
born and built for Queensland, you reckon?
I don't really give a fuck about much. Just let me do my thing.
Yeah. They're a bit more relaxed.
Yeah. Like, what do you do? Oh, yeah, sweet, mate. You want to be? Yeah, cool. Oh, did you watch footy? Yeah, great. It's just simple. Yeah. And it's always sunny. So that was probably one in the business side of things. That was a tough decision, and it's probably only taken sort of eight months now where I've felt the pressure come off my shoulders, and I've felt and have carried. I'm not going to say a burden of guilt because there's nothing I'm guilty about, but I've carried this burden on me, this feeling or this weight on me where I'm like, fuck, this better work, because. Yeah. Now, have we lost family by doing this? No.
No, they're still there.
Do they come up and fly and visit? Yeah. Do we go down and visit them? Yeah. Like nothing sort of changed. What's changed is just the geographic setup.
And as Erin has undoubtedly found her feet, and like you were telling me before we started, that she's now got a group of friends up here. She's doing physical challenges with them. They're going to do the Gold Coast Kokoda Track in a few weeks' time. They've got all this stuff happening. That must help you with that sort of that guilt, that burden to go, right, she's feeling at home up here too.
And that's
because the kids are going to adapt anyway.
Kids are great, mate. You can throw kids in anything and they'll go. They're kids. Kids will be friends with a rock outside. Right?
That's it. My friend Sluggy. Like,
he's like, what's my rock? You took my rock away. Yeah. You're like, fuck, I didn't know it was a thing. Did you know it was a thing? Fuck, you threw the thing out. Fuck. Right?
It happens.
3-year-olds. But I know for Aaron, he's big on network and he's big on having a really cool group and having that feel and that support, and that's how she is. And to take her away, I mean, I'm not going to say I took her away from to remove her from what we had, and to go into a new location is very tough. It's tough on anyone, not just Aaron. It's tough on all of us. So for her to be able to build up a network has been fantastic. She's done very well with that, and because of that, she's helped me meet other dads or other friends as well. Now, obviously, typically. Your friends, if Erin's friends with the female, the wife, then I'm friends with the husband sort of thing, and that sort of works. But I've had events or nights where, the dads just catch up, and we go and watch footy or we go and do something together, and we don't do it because, that's so-and-so's wife or husband. We do it because we generally like each other. We've got the inappropriate boys chat on WhatsApp that you cannot share anywhere in the world without getting locked up if someone sees it, because we generally like hanging out with each other. So I've been able to build that friendship, but that's because a lot of stuff that Erin's done there. And now that we're at a point where this will be home for for a medium-term future while the business keeps doing what it's doing, then we're comfortable and we love it. But I drove up, because I got the dog Sambo's, greatest dog in the world, by the way. Actually, nah, you got Aussie. Aussie was a bloody good.
Yeah, he was a good old boy.
Aussie was a bloody good dog.
Nah, Sam's is good.
Sam's is a good. She's a good bitch.
She's a good girl.
I had to drive her.
Yeah, well,
so 3 days.
She's not flying.
So 3 days, I drove from 2.5. I drove from Melbourne up to Brizzy.
And then Ez and the girls flew.
And they flew up about 3 days after me, so I could get to the house that we're renting and set it all up so they could come in and land. And that was an emotional drive.
As in just, what am I leaving?
Just
what am I
like,
doing?
fuck.
This better work. Especially when you're by yourself in the car. Like
Just me
that
and the
head
dog.
noise that you're looking at
Oh,
Sam and Sam's looking at you going, I don't know what's going on, Dad.
Now,
And you're like,
mind you, the cricket was on, and I love my cricket.
saving grace.
So I had ABC Grandstand.
Test cricket?
Test cricket.
All day.
All day. No one asking for snacks. No one needing to stop for a piss. Just doing 110 up the freeway.
As you said, mate, pros and cons.
Pros and cons, 100%. But that's been a hard one, and we're at a good place now with that. And I
Good to hear.
I think the rest of the family they understand it, they see it, they know why.
Yeah,
we've
they've
done
been
it.
up. They can see it in real time and see how happy you guys are up here.
Yep, it's good. It's a bloody good place to live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How good. Mate, from here, like, talked about tough decisions, but business isn't easy, right? And we were talking again earlier about how you've pumped a heap into marketing and people are starting to recognise the brand of on-track meals and going, fuck, you guys are everywhere and you guys are smashing it.
You're killing it.
Yeah,
You
mate,
must be making
must be rolling in it. Now, not here to ask you how much you make them, but I'm here to say there's always for everyone, whether it's business, whether it's life, whether it's behind your job, your family life, whatever it happens to be, there's some shit going on behind all that, some tough stuff that I think we're all out there winging it in life, but unless we're talking about that stuff as well, people are going, well, fuck, they're doing it easy or they're doing well. So what's probably some of the tough stuff that people don't see? Or have you got anything that you've been through?
So,
can be years ago, lately?
Yeah. So to give you an instance, I mean, I sit as CEO of the business, and basically my job is to make sure everything functions at a higher level while I've got a fire extinguisher in my hand. I think that's the CEO for any company.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just putting out spot fires as they arise to make sure that it doesn't affect the overall business and function of the company or the business, whatever you're doing. So I think there's a lot of, we get people all the time, on track news, you guys are killing it, seniority, you must be making millions. Nah, I'd love it, and I think we will do well. But some things, some rules or some things that I've learned over the years is if your business hits that 6 to 7 year mark and you're still operating well, you're going to be okay. And we're hitting that now. Right? That's a good matrix or metrics to run off that I've been taught. Second is you're looking at your debtors now. Most businesses have a debt line of some capacity. Some will have more, some will have less. What's your interest on your debts? Are you paying your debts down? What is your plan or strategy to pay your debts? So we've got a debt line. Everyone's got a debt line to some capacity. We all owe someone money really somewhere. So there's that. That doesn't concern me too much. I'm trying to give a couple of examples.
What about personally? What's some of the tough experiences that you've had personally outside of business?
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, I spoke earlier about COVID. That was a really dark place in my life. I had a lot of resentment and a lot of hatred, which is not something I have a lot of often, but a lot of hatred towards people who made decisions that shut my business down. And whether I agree with it or
it's
not.
livelihoods, just shut like that.
Yeah, and so
no consultation, no questions.
I was very angry, and that has a flow and effect on your relationships. I can't imagine that was great or good for Erin to see that. And then at the same time, we're expecting a second somewhere in there, which was Clara. So, I'm not in a good headspace. I've got a 2.5, 3-year-old. My wife's pregnant with the next one, and I'm hating everything. Is not a good place. I've spent some time. I go back to, when would I go back to? I reckon I'd go back about 10 years when the first time I went and saw psychologist just around some struggles I was having personally.
Yeah, right.
And that was basically anxiety, high level anxiety. A lot of changes happening in my life in a very short period of time. And Daryl, his name was. He's fantastic. He used to work with a lot, and my understanding he still does in Melbourne. Works with a lot of veterans who find it hard to assimilate back into society after serving or things they've seen and done. And so I was working with him, and he gave me some really good coping strategies and mechanisms to work through. Some I still use to this day if I need to. And then when COVID hit, that just threw everything out the window. There was nothing that could save me then. I'd literally go outside and punch the outside weatherboard of my house when they released COVID numbers, which would do no good but bust my fingers up and
doesn't change the
it
numbers.
doesn't fix anything. It's fucking stupid idea. But
It just meant you had to go to hospital, which was a higher chance of getting COVID.
Yeah, I know, right?
Super spreader.
Yeah, so I was just like fucking really angry human for a period of time there. And
I do remember some of our phone calls in amongst that period because obviously speaking business shut, trekking business shut.
Yeah, we were fuck everyone.
Fuck the world, fuck life. This is shit.
We hated it.
Yeah, I'm.
Sorry.
No, you're all right, mate.
But yeah, so that COVID was probably the toughest part in through my that I can pull from, and with the dark places that took me to now. Would I've get to a place where I would do something really ridiculous and stupid to myself or someone else? No, I never got there. I would often think about, all right, what's a way we can change this? How can we fix this? And it was just never. I'm always in a fixer mode. Right? I'm the old Christopher Pan. I'm the fixer. Fix things. Right? So I'm always in a fixer mode, and I can fix just about any issue that comes across in business to some capacity. Unfortunately, the time it means throwing money at something, which is not a good way to
most
fix.
problems take dollars to fix.
Yeah. So I couldn't find a fix for this thing. I was like, why the fuck can't we live? And I got pretty angry there for a while. And I think
you wouldn't have been the only one.
No, I'm still not.
No.
I think the thing that saved me, but the thing that kept me to a place where I could continue to be human and operate and still do work was actually Charlie, my oldest daughter. Because I have memories of sitting in the front lawn on a sunny day in lockdown, you're not allowed more than 5 k's from your house. And, she's just sitting on the grass, playing on the grass, looking at the bees.
She's none the wiser.
She's going, Dad, bees. Now, Charlie thought it was freaking great. Mum and Dad were home all the time. There was always
Dad
something
didn't
to
go
play with.
overseas. He wasn't trekking Kokoda. He wasn't going here, there, and everywhere.
For her whole upbringing, she knew nothing. And I'm lucky, and we talked about this, right? There's generations that have missed things, whether that through motor growth and development or leadership or academics because of COVID.
Our young ones,
fine, we got out, right?
If anything, they got one of the best upbringings because they
because
had
of
mum and dad. Majority at home,
definitely,
other than certain industries.
So Charlie was born July 2019. So COVID hits full lockdown. April, May. So she's 10 months old. Yeah, when that kicks in, right? So she's just thinking this is the tits, mum and dad at home the whole time. How bloody good's this?
Yeah, this is living.
She kept me probably sane. I went insane for a while, but she kept me sane. I've always been insane. Who walks Kokoda for a living?
Yeah,
Jesus,
yeah.
That's a tough way to make a living.
Hey, I don't even know why you go back and do it twice when we did that.
Yeah, that's true.
You warned us against it.
I told you not to do it. You didn't listen to me, you dickhead.
Yeah, well, you kept going again
and then
again.
You told me,
I just want to be like Lummy.
Oh, I'm sick. Oh, I've got this stomach pain. It's because your doctor gave the wrong bloody malaria medication.
Fuck off, mate.
Dickhead. So that was tough. And then it's come out of that. How do you come out of that? And then Erin takes maternity leave to have Clara. I'm working from home. I'm still a bit angry at the stage, and that probably took away a level of her time with Clara as a newborn. This is a weird one, and I think our brain has a great way of remembering what we kind of want to and need to remember and what we shouldn't. And this is a bit sad, and I have a lot of memories of a young Charlie, the first few months of her life, and I really don't have a lot of Clara. And that tells me that I just wasn't there. Like, I was physically there,
but not present.
I was not present for a moment in a lot of early of Clara's upbringing.
But stress can do that.
100%.
Anger, stress, whatever it is.
My brain was just, this is not, it wasn't allowing me to be present in that moment. And that's something I've worked on. You say things you work on, and whether it be life or business. I do it a lot in business. So we've now taken over a second warehouse. We've doubled our floor space. Our staffing numbers are going up. We're growing. And I often walk outside, turn around and just have a look for a minute and just be like, well, 2 years ago we moved into this warehouse thinking this was too big. And I've already had to double the expansion of the business. Wow. I sent an email to the team the other day, and I can't stipulate everything in it because there's a few things that I'm still working on in terms of contracts. But it was like, hey guys, this week we've done this is happening, this is coming, this is happening. Have a moment, well done, cheers. And you read that, I almost nearly tearing up reading what I wrote because I was like, we're doing a thing.
Yeah, we did this.
Like, we're actually doing it. Like, the thing we want to do, we're doing. And I didn't do that with Clara. Maybe I did, but my brain won't let me allow to remember it all because I wasn't in the right mind or state to do it. I can remember it with Charlie, but I can't remember much with Clara, which makes me feel a bit sad. But that's probably reflective of the space I was in mentally at that time.
Absolutely. What was some of you mentioned that Daryl gave you some coping strategies that you still use to this day.
Yeah.
What were some of those?
Pretty simple stuff. It's nothing revolutionary.
But a lot of it always is, isn't it?
It's the breathing technique stuff, right? So you've got different breathing techniques. So the box breathing, right?
Yeah.
In
3, 3, 3.
3, 3, 3, or 4, 4, 4, or just in for 6, relax, physically say relax, or say relax in your head, and then exhale for 6, or if you can do it for 8 seconds. It's how you sit. So it's your sitting, your posture, how you present yourself, how you're sitting, and then it's whatever you're feeding into your mind is going to be coming out. So if I have found myself in an anxious position and I'm thinking about something that's going to give me anxiety, I'm going to make the situation worse. So don't try and diffuse what's happening, but just change that mindset. So, okay, Let's say I'm having a really, really tough day. And again, I've been very good since moving to Queensland.
Easy fix.
Yeah, sunshine, rainbows everywhere.
That's it. And rain.
It has been a lot. It's been so much better. But there are moments if I'm about to head into a meeting, that's a high level meeting or there's something going on, and I just need that moment. I basically sit there and remind myself why I'm doing this, and it's okay. It's okay. You'll be okay. Breathe it. Take a breath. You're capable. You're competent. You're confident. Execute it. Go get the job done.
Yeah, go and get it done.
Just do it. Just going for a walk.
Just going for a walk.
Get the fucking job done.
Break it down. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple, and that's what I've got to do.
We build so much up to be so much bigger than they are.
And then what happens if, and then the thing, and then the thing, and then the thing comes in on top of the thing. It's like, yeah, but there's no things, mate. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they haven't
Just
happened yet.
stop.
They're what ifs.
The catastrophizer. I'm not a massive catastrophizer. I don't do that to myself too often, but I do wallow on things a bit where I'm like, oh, if this doesn't work, fuck. But then but if this doesn't work, it's okay. Like, you're not going to lose your house.
No, there's a reality to it.
No one's dying immediately. I mean, people are dying everywhere. It's the world. But, like, no one's going to die from your decision that this didn't work. Like, it's just trying to simplify. So for Daryl, it was the breathing. A lot of it was around the breathing and changing that mindset in the moment. So for people who are anxious flyers, right, they get the anxiety builds up. Well, sit in the seat, feel the seat, right? Feel the seat, feel what's around you, breathe, use the breathing technique or the breathing mechanism that works best for you, and actually listen to the noises around you, right? Absorb yourself in that moment. Oh, the bing. Oh, they must be putting the sign on, You'd hear it all, mate. Seatbelt sign comes on and then can Ben Pettigill please call the call bell to make themselves know the cabin crew, please.
And I go, where the fuck's the call bell?
Ben Pettigill, thank you very much. Shit like that. And then the captain comes out, ladies and gentlemen.
You're taking it all in.
Just take it in. Just stop. Just be right there. Breathe and be there. And you'll be okay. The plane is not going to fall out of the sky. I say this to Darren a little bit. He doesn't like flying. You're not that special. You're not special enough to die in a plane crash. I'm sorry.
It's very rare.
You're an amazing woman. I love you so much. You're an amazing mother. You have an amazing brain. You've done amazing things. You'll continue to do amazing things. But you're not going to be on Channel 9 News tonight. You are not. This plane, VA303, sorry, Virgin Australia. By the way, thanks, Virgin.
Yeah.
Good airline. You're not going to fall out of the sky flying from Melbourne to Brisbane. You're just not. Right? It's just not going to fucking happen. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen.
And
right?
And I'm not going to say it is, right? But the chance of it happening is so low compared to the chance that people make it in their head.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
planes don't fall out of skies for no reason.
We had this bloke come and he came and did some work on our house. He's an old family friend. He's the old man of a bloke I went to school with. Yeah. And his daughter lives in Cairns. Yeah. With 3 grandkids, two or three grandkids up there. He will not fly to Cairns to see his grandkids. He will drive from Melbourne to Cairns twice a year.
His risk on having an accident driving is far beyond anything aviation.
Mate, the bloke's dealt with insomnia for half his life. And he drives 4,500 Ks to Cairns and back to avoid getting in a plane.
Jesus. Yeah, see what I mean? Like, and look, I understand, but that's the thing. You got to respect people's fears.
Absolutely. Okay? Everyone is different.
Everyone is different. And everyone has their own fears or their own, trepidations around different things. The fact that your plane's going to fall out of the sky is not going to happen, right? It's just not. And
but you're a very black and white character too.
Oh, yeah, spade's a spade. You cannot call a spade anything else other than a spade. It's not a digging implement, right? It's just not. It's not a soil mover.
It's just a spade.
It's just a fucking spade, mate.
or a shovel, depends what you're
No, spade. Right? Don't you shovel me, right? No,
I'll shovel you.
But I am extremely black and white. So I
Yeah.
say that to Erin, and Erin's great with her flying now. And well, you don't have a choice when you got 2 kids in tow, do you? I'm a snack. Oh, my iPad's not working.
And
Oh,
your
my
in-laws
iPad's
live in
not
Melbourne.
working. In-laws, it's like, hey, get used to it.
Yeah, we got to fly.
We're going. So, yeah, for the coping strategies, they're simple things. It's the presence and it's your breathing. The other one, which I've done a lot more of since moving up here, is my physical health. I'm in the gym 3 to 4 days a week. I never used to.
I can tell.
Thank you. Wait till we have a spa later.
Oh,
yeah, I know.
hello.
How can you tell if you can't fucking see?
Yeah.
I was when you hugged me and touched me all over before. With it.
Yeah, I'll let you mull on that.
Yeah. I was just thinking. hang on
You
a second.
overthink that later.
Yeah. So, I'm in the gym
Mm.
and that changes your brain. So I go to the gym Monday morning, right? First thing Monday morning, I get up at 4:45. I go to the gym. I do a 45-minute session. I come home. Erin, girls wake up. Erin will take Sambos for a walk. I'll get the girls ready. You do the morning routine. By the time it's 9 a.m., you've lived like 40 fucking years.
Especially with 2 kids.
Fucking Christ.
You've cleaned the house 3 times.
Jesus, and you made your lunch boxes and you've punched on about brushing teeth. And I don't want to go for a wee. How hard is? Why don't kids want a wee? Can you explain the wee thing to me?
And then, right, when you, and weeing, right, showering,
Just wee. Just
Like-
sit on the toilet, do a piss.
and there's some of the most peaceful moments that you get as an adult. To go, I'm going to the toilet, leave me alone, shut the door.
I'm taking my phone. I'm Twitter trolling.
That's it. I'm here.
I'm doom scrolling.
I'm here for a solid 5 minutes longer than I need to be.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like, have a bath, have a shower. Like when I stand in the shower, I'm like, how relaxing is this?
Yeah.
But you can't get your kids in there to
kids
save your life.
That's it. So, yeah, 9 a.m. bloody 40 years later. But I get to work post a gym sesh in the morning and gone through that.
Yep.
And I go, fuck and take on the day, let's go. Back.
Yeah.
Right. Yet there's the odd morning where I wake up a bit tired, a bit sore, not feeling great, whatever it may be. I'm not going to go there, fuck it. And I get into work and my brain's foggy.
Mm.
And I'm sluggish. I don't achieve anything. It's really amazing how, and it's science-based. We all know it. It's easy. They've proven it. But the amount, the endorphins you release through your exercise and your activity and what that does to you physically and mentally helps you. So you see a lot of people who are being successful or are successful in their field, whatever success you want to rate it as, they are normally quite physically healthy people.
Mm.
Because they're allowing themselves to build themselves up physically. I'm not going in there to get jacked or ripped or any of that, and I'm not taking peptides and stuff. I just go because I'm 42, I've got 2 young girls, and I want to be running around with them for as long as I can, and then hopefully be running around with their kids if they choose to have kids.
Yep.
That's the kind of granddad I want to be.
Mm.
Yeah. So if I look after myself now, then I'll be better long term. But what it's doing for work mentally is crazy.
Oh, there's a huge connection between that physical health
Yep.
and just
Yep.
the mind, the brain, the mental health side of things. It's a huge connection.
And then you throw on that from a vain, selfish point of view. Oh, geez, you're starting to look good. Oh,
Starting to feel better.
start to feel good. I put shirts on and tops on that I used to sort of fall on me a little bit that now actually fit me because my shape's starting to change because I'm actually lifting stuff and doing things for my body. And you're like, oh, you actually look good in that shirt now. You know, like it just changes. And then you go to that meeting, having had a gym sesh that morning, having put that shirt on that never looked quite as good as it could, and now it looks great.
Mm.
And your business is doing well, then all of a sudden your confidence is growing. And then people feel that confidence. And people are like, wow, look at this guy. You know, he's owning the room, or, you know, he's walking. You know that. You command a stage.
Oh, but it's amazing on that point how many blokes out there that don't talk about it are conscious about the way you feel, whether it's
100%.
in a T-shirt, a shirt, a jumper.
Yep.
Will choose certain clothing because of the way they're feeling in themselves.
Yep.
And it's probably something that gets portrayed as very much a female thing.
Yep.
around the appearance and the whatever, and blokes, fuck, they just chuck on a t-shirt.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. They're happy in anything, and it's not the truth.
No, it's not. I'm conscious about what I wear, 100%, because I'm conscious about how it makes it looks. And then if I'm representing a brand, my brand, our product, not just for me but for my shareholders and for the people who invest and trust in us, then I have to, and I want to look a certain way. Now, mind you, today I'm wearing an On Track Mills t-shirt and some boardies and some socks, and I'm pretty chill because it's Friday and I've picked you guys up. But if it's in any other day, I want to be looking good. Because if I look good, I feel good, and then that's going to portray confidence, and then I will be confident because I've got the confidence because I look good. And it's just this great cycle that you can put yourself into.
Mate, I feel different and different mindset. We've got our office built up the back at home.
Yeah, yep.
So separate to the house, which has been a really good thing.
Yep.
But I can have days where I'll go, fuck it, and I'll roll out and I'll be in the socks, Crocs, footy shorts, and then I'll have a meeting. So I'll have a business shirt on top because I've got a meeting with someone. So
The news desk.
yeah, that's it. Full news desk operation. And then you work for the rest of the day. But you're not feel like now I make sure that it's boots on, jeans on, shirt on, and you just feel that little bit better.
It's routine.
As if you're walking into work.
It's a level of routine for you as well, right?
Exactly.
If you know, and this is a little one, I make the bed every day without fail.
Mate, tick that box, first job done.
Get that bed made, because you're going to walk back in and out of that master bedroom, how many times that day? For me, it's not as many, but Farron, who works from home, and you walk in a room with an unmade bed, it looks scrappy. It changes your mental. If
your mind feels messy.
Yeah, it does. So you make the bed, it looks great, looks neat. I then go have a shower, get dressed, come downstairs, bed's made. I often go into the girls' rooms and, just tidy them up and neat them up. Clara's pretty funny, actually. I go, Clara, go make your bed, mate. Okay, Dad. And she'll chuck her pillow down, she'll grab that corner and flip it over there, and she'll flip it. And she actually does a pretty reasonable job for a 3-year-old. I'm like, shit.
Shout out, Clark.
Any chance you could go to the toilet just as efficiently as that? But it's that sort of stuff where if you start that, as you said, with your clothing, you've got a good routine. You've got a way of saying, I'm here to do something, then you'll do it. You're not half-assing it. I like, I don't know, there's a brand on TV that was doing these adverts. Steph Gilmore, World Championship surfer, who just won up here.
Yeah.
She was on it, and I think it was Ash Buddy, and I can't remember what the brand was, but that old saying, it was all or nothing. But they changed the flip on it, and they said all or something, which I quite like, because there are some days where I'll rock up at the gym and I'm fucking tired, I'm sore, and I really don't want to.
But something's better than nothing.
Oh, God, I do something. Fuck, I'll sit on the row machine for 10 minutes. Yeah, I'll get on the row machine. And after 10 minutes on the row machine, you're like, all right, bud, it's pumping. I'm feeling all right now. Oh, okay.
What am I going to do next?
I'll go jump on some cables. All right, I'll punch out some cables for you. Oh, I'm feeling all right. Right, I'll go back on the row for another 20. Cool, there's my 45. Glad I did that. At least you try a little something. Just walking Sambo's around. Mind you, she's an old girl, so she'll do 37 wheeze and 4 poos by the time we get out the freaking driveway.
Yeah. And you're going, fuck, we've run out of time.
Running out of bloody poo bags. Fuck's sake.
It's not worth the risk now.
It's killing me, mate. At least you're doing something.
Yeah.
And I'm big on that one. So exercises, we're doing a big loop on this one. Exercise has now become a lot more in my life than ever has been. I think as a kid, you do it naturally, right? You played lots of basketball and footy as a grommet.
You're just out and about.
You just live, right? They just burn it. Like, I watch my girls. They're twitching and bouncing, sitting down watching TV.
Yeah. They don't sit still.
I walk into the room and Charlie's doing a headstand while watching bloody Peppa Pig. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, mate? Oh, it's funny you're upside down, Dad. I'm like, okay, mate.
Right.
Yep, fair bump.
You do you. You do you.
Fair bump play on.
And they don't walk down the hallway. They run.
No, or they
dance.
side skip, or
they spin,
backwards,
they somersault,
or they trip over on flat ground and bang their head and then scream for the next 20 minutes.
Yeah, that happens too.
And then you're not going to get them in the toilet for sure. No chance.
No
so
way.
They, as a kid, and as you get older, I just took exercises. It just happens. You just do it
and you were doing a fair bit when you were trekking.
Exactly right. I look back. I got my phone next to me. I should show you. Well, I can't show you.
Oh, you should.
But I can't show you. But
you'll tell us.
If I go back through to health, hang on a second. I remember looking at this, and I've had this data that's rolled onto my phone for however long. I go back to years, right? So this year, last year, November, the first data picks up is 2018.
So this is back in like prime trekking
This is
days.
2018. So that year, I averaged 12,793 steps a day.
Yeah, that's a fair few steps.
That's average for 2018, right?
yeah.
2019, I said 11,600.
Still up there. COVID. Dun, 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 dun.
5,293.
Fuck you, COVID.
2020 again, and it's the same thing. You roll on through, and they start climbing back up again. But I was getting my physical exercise and everything I needed through my work and through my
Incidentally.
life. Yeah. It's just oh, you go to base camp this year. Okay, off I go.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing 4 Kokodas this year. Oh, okay, off I toddle. No worries.
And because you're doing those, you got to be in shape. So you're doing your training.
And I'm
walks.
training for those because I'm meeting crew and doing training. So I was always walking.
Yeah.
And that's not a problem. But then you roll into my life and job changes, and now I'm predominantly at a desk 5 days a week.
Mm.
Well, I just don't. I want to feel strong. I want to feel fit. So how do I do that?
Got to make it intentional.
I have to go and work on this thing. And that's probably the hardest thing with a lot of people. You know, people joke, you know, you hit your 40s and you got 2 ways to go. Are you going to be that super ripped dad, or are you going to have the dad bod? Like, which one do you pick?
Mm.
Right? And I'm probably in the middle.
At the moment, neither.
I'm neither. I'm not super ripped. I'm not dad bod. I mean, I'm only a little bugger anyway, right? So I'm not going to have a lot hanging off me, even if I was to get larger. But it's just,
hey, like you said, it's like whether I'm going to be one or the other or somewhere in between, the way you feel is actually more important, because I can have people say to me, hey, you're looking really fit, but you can be feeling like shit because you've done nothing for 2 weeks.
100%. If I don't get that gym, like we go away, or if I miss a couple of 3 or 4 days, I'm ropeable.
Yeah.
I'm shitty. Even Erin's like,
Go to the gym.
can you please fucking go to the gym? I'm like, I'll go lift some things. And it works. Like, I think it as a spread. If you're feeling stressed, go for a big walk. If you're feeling angry, go and lift stuff. If you're feeling anxious, go relax, meditate, and breathe. Like, for every emotion, there's something you can do to help it, and it will then inadvertently make you feel better in the long run because you've gone and done that thing.
Love that.
So that's been a big change in my life, and I think I've had to do that. I was having a really good chat with AB. So Adrian Butero is managing director of Compton Green. Great.
He was on our first Kokoda trip.
He was good friend of mine. He's a fantastic fellow, and his lovely wife. They have two beautiful girls, and live in Willie. And caught up with him last week when I was in Melbourne, and we were talking about a lot of life, a lot of stuff, and he's good to have a chat with. And it's funny how you prepare yourself without even realizing. So as things have gotten more challenging, or as the business does grow and does get more challenging for me in my role, I find myself that I'm actually going harder and getting even fitter and fitter at the gym. And because I'm doing that, I can feel like I can take on the next challenge every time it comes.
Yeah, how interesting is that, hey?
So it's like, I'm strong enough now to deal with this.
Yeah.
10 months ago, Lummy couldn't deal with this. Or 2 years ago, Lummy couldn't deal with this because he wasn't fit and strong.
But now we can.
No, I can deal with this. This shit.
Yeah, the stronger you are physically, the more mentally prepared you are to take on the shit that life throws you up.
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, whatever. I'll take it.
I can lift big shit in the gym, so I can lift these.
Yeah. Strong like ox, smart like tractor. I'll get it done.
That's it. Let's roll.
So
bring it up.
He talked about that. So for him, and again, not putting words in AB's mouth, he's not here at the moment. But he was talking about how he's had a couple of really challenging moments over the last few years, and just before those challenging moments, he made decisions in his life to make a change. And when he made that change, it made him better, feel better physically, mentally, excuse me. And so when that thing that really challenged him came along, he was like, I can deal with this. So
that's fascinating.
If I stay as physically sharp as I can with the time I have, again, keep in mind. And this is the other one. That's why I like that all or something, not the all or nothing.
Yeah, that's great. All or something.
Because, mate, I got 2 kids at home under, you've got 2. Our kids are pretty much, couple of year.
Yeah, very similar.
Right?
4 girls between us.
Ames is working in the business. Erin works Vine Track Meals, runs all our marketing. She's in the business. We live very similar lives to some to
some extent.
There's a lot of similarities. And amongst all that, how much spare time you got?
Fuck all.
No, none. So you got to make time.
You do.
I can't sit there and be like, I don't get time to do the thing. Well, do you know what? I got to get up at 4:45 to do the thing then.
You make the time.
Aaron and I have our schedule. We work it out. Her gym day, my gym day. Her gym day, my gym day. Her gym day, my gym. Right, this morning I went, I went to the gym yesterday. So I went to another one I do actually, which I really, really love, is like a recovery centre or bathhouse. So I've got a lot
Are
of
you sauna or icing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You
love
like it?
Fucking love it. Aaron got me a membership
Hey.
12 months ago. So shout out to the guys at Vicasati, Red Hill. Vicasati's fantastic. They got 3 in Queensland. And you got some down there in Mexico too.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. But so I pay.
You just walk out the front door for the ice and you wait till summer for the 3 days of sauna.
And you're done. So this is great. So I was there last night, right? I do about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And they got the sauna, balls hot. They got a cool pool, which is about 12 degrees. They got 2 ice baths, and they got a warm pool, which is about 37 degrees.
How cold's the
4.
ice bath? 4.
4.
Do you do that?
Yeah. So
Did you have to do the whole sort of Wim Hof?
nah, this is where I realised that I'm cut from a different bit of stone. I think I'm.
Or you just get in there, you're like, oh,
I think no. I got problems though. I get in.
I know that.
And I know. Know me 10 years.
Yeah,
poor
that's
bugger.
it.
I get it. And a lot of people do. They really go, you see them, right? And they close their eyes and they really internalize, right? And then you see the others that do the breathing techniques. You're like, really breathe through. For some reason, I like to have my eyes as wide open as possible and just watch the world around me. And just look at everyone and just watch. I'm not trying to take my brain away from what I'm doing. I'm kind of like, all right, I'm being an idiot. I'm sitting in a fucking cold ice bath.
Yeah.
Just cop it.
Just cop it on the chin.
Just take it, mate. So
you were the idiot that got it in?
yeah. But I love it. So I go once, sometimes twice a week. I got a membership there. Aaron bought me a membership for my birthday back. I was over 12 months ago now. So I've been over 12 months memberships there. Aaron went this morning, for instance. So I went last night. She went this morning. And it's our recalibration place. Last night, it's been a bit cold. It's been a bit cold.
Don't start. Don't do it.
It's been a bit cold up here. It's been, that sort of low to mid-20s for the last few days.
Diddums.
It's been a bit chilly up here.
Diddums.
So I spent a lot more time in the sauna last night. And the thing is, I think it goes back to, a lot of it goes back to that, early days of playing sport as a kid, pushing myself, and then doing Kokoda and things like that. And that, as you know, is pushing yourself. You get pushed in business mentally, and it's taxing. And you can push yourself in the gym, but you can always tap yourself out pretty easily. It's like, it's a bit heavy. I won't lift anymore today.
Yeah, that ice bath is that uncomfortability.
Yeah. And so there's the hot. So you're sitting there in the sauna, right? And you're dripping. You can imagine it dripping off my dome.
Yeah.
It's dripping off. And I can tap out. I know I can tap out because I just got to walk out that door. I'm like, look at the clock. And I'm like, no, another 5 minutes, mate. Just sweat. You're not going to die. Well, you might, but you shouldn't.
It's not an oven.
You shouldn't. You just sweat it. And then all of a sudden,
How hot's the sauna?
Oh, I can't remember. I don't look at the door.
It's hot.
It's fucking hot.
It's hotter than Kokoda, put it that way.
Yeah. Bloody hot. And then I'll quick rinse, and then it's boom, straight in the ice bath.
Yeah.
And then depending on the temperature, depending on the day. So the Vicasati at Red Hill is outdoors, which I really, really like. It's an outdoor facility.
Ah, righto. So your ice bars and all that are outside.
Yeah. So I'm outside looking at
Queensland, mate.
Yeah. I'm looking at the stars last night. In an ice bath. Looking at the stars. Been like,
That's cool.
this is fucking rad. And then you go, oh shit, this is cold. And then you're like, oh, don't think about it, dickhead. Just keep looking at the stars. Oh fuck, this is really fucking cold.
Talk through it, breathe through it.
Just brace it. Just take it, mate. You're fine. You were hot 3 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Right? You're sitting in a room 3 minutes ago going, I'm hot. And then you're sitting here going, I'm cold. It's like, work it out, mate, right? Get over yourself. And you're like, yeah, right. No, I'm getting out now. I'm getting out. I'm done. And then you get out and you jump in the warm pool next to you. And you go,
This is nice.
think of the stars.
That'd be my problem. I'd get in the spa at 37. I'd look at the stars or look up towards where I know that they are and go,
I just sit here all day.
yeah, I think this is nice. I wouldn't mind a beer right about now.
You get a coconut water.
Oh, yeah,
I can get you coconut water, Benny.
Yeah.
So
Oh, if I was there, it'd be a bore and dry. But yeah, go on.
it's it's things. It's making time, especially again with young kids and everything.
Make time for you.
You've got to. You have to.
Yeah.
You don't have a choice. And you know what? If that's losing an hour's sleep, oh well. We average pretty well. Good girls sleep well. She slept for Australia. I had to wake her up this morning. She's only 6. I'm like, come on, mate, I don't want to get up. Like, and she loves school. She just doesn't get up because she's warm and cozy.
Yeah.
And it's obviously winter here, so it's really cold.
Really, really, really cold.
So that was all. But we sleep pretty well. You know, you just got to be disciplined on it. But if you can, gym, hot bath, sauna, just a couple of things for you to be like, all right, you're still human.
Yeah. And mate, you've pretty much covered half the questions I'd normally ask a guest if I need to be structured. We've talked about tough decisions. We've talked about tough things. We've talked about lessons learned. We've talked about things you're doing for you. Is there anything you're doing that you know's not working? Anything you need to stop doing?
Actually, that's a really good question. Yeah, stress.
Hard one to just press stop on.
Yeah. So I had a heart attack late January, they reckon. Don't know.
Sorry, what?
So I had a heart attack late Jan, maybe late January, Feb.
You had a heart attack in late January.
Yeah.
At 42.
Yeah. So again, I go to gym. Erin and I eat very well. I don't drink a lot. I mean, you know, we'll have that session every now and again.
I was going to say, I beg to differ. Obviously,
but I don't drink.
No,
I don't get home.
You're not going through 6 stubbies a night.
No. I don't do any of that. We don't drink Monday to Thursday. I might have a gin and tonic tonight, or might have a beer tonight, or something, and then might have something tomorrow night if we catch up with friends, or you know, we don't have sessions.
Yeah.
And so I eat well and exercise and everything. But there was through the back end of last year, there was a bit of stuff around work that was taking its toll on me. Some decisions, some things that weren't working, or some financial issues that I was trying to work through. Christmas for me has never been an amazing time in my life. I wouldn't say, I struggle a little bit with Christmas.
Just from what it was like growing up?
No,
or?
look, I don't think my parents have ever had that. I just didn't find it as joyful as time as I'm told it's supposed to be. And I don't know, maybe as parents split and things, it changes and whatever. As I said, I don't have a strong connection with religion whatsoever. So I just struggle with the whole concept that it's supposed to be this religious holiday, yet everyone goes and spends all this shitload of money on shit we don't need. So is it a religious holiday, or is it a hallmarked, made up thing? Like, what's the point? Oh, the point is to get together with family for a day. Well, shouldn't you be getting together with family anyway? Why this day? It's Jesus' birthday or whatever. Oh yeah, but I don't believe in that. But then we're going to go spend. Like, I just have a lot of questions, and maybe it's that little level of autism in me that goes, this doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
So there's that, and the pressure of it, right? It's like you watch those renovating shows, all those Grand Designs Australias and stuff.
Tick.
And you're like, when's it going to be completed by? We have to be in by Christmas. Everything has to be done by Christmas. Everything's Christmas, right?
It's so true.
Right?
When do you want your renovations done? Yeah.
Done by Christmas, right? Everything's done by Christmas. Or we have to get that project wrapped up at work by Christmas. You have to do this by Christmas. And then this day comes, everyone goes, that's fucking done. Why do we put so much pressure, stress on society and ourselves, financial stress for a fucking day? Why?
Class action right here, right now.
Well, I just don't get it. So I struggle with that.
And all the shit all the projects you don't get done by Christmas, guess what? They're still fucking there on Boxing Day.
But Boxing Day is my Christmas day.
Oh, Boxing Day test,
That's
cricket. No pressure, no expectations, no presents.
Just put the TV on. First ball will be bowled at 10:10,
Yeah.
or whatever it is. Australia versus someone, and we'll smash a couple of cans and watch cricket. Like that for me, that's my Christmas.
Yeah.
It's just stop and right. So I struggle with Christmas. So there's a bit of stress and anxiety that leads into that.
Oh, that's right. We're leading up to a heart attack here.
Yeah, we were. I was getting there.
Yeah.
I was getting there.
Oh, we're still getting
I
there.
went on a fucking tangent. You know me. I like going off track. We'll get back to on track. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, on track.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Always, yeah. So I lead into that. We had a busy end. We had a busy, very busy October, November, just in-house stuff. at work. We fly down to Melbourne for 2 weeks, so we stay with Aaron's parents, and they're fantastic. They're very hospitable. They, give us as much space or as time as we need. They give us the space we need. They've got a beautiful holiday home down near the beach, so we often head down there for Christmas. And it's also spending 2 weeks with other people as well.
Yep.
You're not in your own house. You know what it's like when you
Oh,
travel.
mate, you're getting pulled here, there, everywhere.
You can't just simply kick the shoes off and put your feet up on the couch like you do at home.
Nah. Well, it's not home.
It's not, right? So there's another, add that on top of it. And I did actually drink probably a little bit more over that summer than I would have normally. And then
Stress can do that.
And then
Without knowing it can.
Yeah, so I was feeling, I tried to explain this to my GP when I went in to see my GP about it. It was about March. I went in. I said, yeah, I just feeling, I don't know what it is, but I can feel my heart. I can't explain it, right? It's there. Obviously, it's bloody there. It's pumping blood around you. But
you can feel
I
it.
can feel it doing its thing. And I've never really felt like this. Like, I've pushed myself. I've done some stupid shit, jumped out of planes, all that stuff. But for some reason, I can really feel my heart. She's like, okay, and we talk through more of it. Have you ever felt this sort of feeling? I'm like, yeah, I know what angina is. Yeah, no. She's like, yeah, but where was it? And I sort of point. And I'm health. I'll go back to my teaching days. I'm health and humanities trained. So I know I've done that many bloody first aid courses. I know the signs and symptoms of a heart attack. And I know the moment, and I'm lying in bed, and it was late at night. It was late January, Feb, and I know the moment where I lay there and was still downstairs, and the girls were asleep. And I remember lying there, and I was quite short of breath, and I was like, and I could feel a bit of anxiety and a bit of stress. And too many things running through my head. I just fucking calm myself down, let me relax. And I get this sort of angina-y pain through my chest, center of my chest, and I just sort of brush it off, and then I get a bit of numbness in my jaw, and I'm like, oh, fucking hang on.
Hang on a minute.
And so I'm waiting for the tingles down the left-hand side of my body, which is just, another sign, you start getting tingling sensation in the left hand, down the left arm. And that didn't happen. And the numbing jaw sort of was there, but it was very dull. And so I just went, fucking breathing techniques, chill out, just have a breath, just chill. And the next thing I know, I wake up the next morning. So I'm like, oh, fucking just fall asleep.
I breathe well.
Fucking good breathing. Thanks, I can do something. Breathe well. And so I sort of dismissed it off that. I was like, yeah, okay, so this isn't right. I could still feel my heart a little bit for a couple of weeks after. So I went to the GP, and she's like, right, you're having an ECG right now. I'm like, okay, cool. So ECG there in the clinic. Okay, you're going to go to a cardiologist. I'll send you through the cardiologist. Go see the cardiologist next week. They put me under a stress ECG. So I'm on the treadmill, and they're pushing me. And you got this thing stuck all over your body. You see it?
Yeah, like all the
thingy
testing and
whatever. And I'm wearing a mask thingy, and they're going, right, we'll put you on level 1, and I'm like, level 1's walking. I'm like, oh yeah, level 1.
yeah, I can do this.
Yeah,
Just go for a walk.
and then level 2, and they bump you up, and then they got to a point. She goes, this is our max level. We're gonna push you as hard as we can. And I was like, yeah, fuck, whatever, push me. So I'm at this stage pretty much sprinting on this treadmill thing. I'm blown away. And then you got to jump off straight away, and then they ultrasound your heart. And they're like, right, ready? And hold your breath. You're like, and she's like, breathing. Like, breathe.
If I wasn't having a heart attack before, I am now.
Yeah, hold your breath. You're trying to get the oxygen. You've just asked me to sprint for the last 20 minutes, and now you're lying me down there. And I'm like, fucking hell. Anyway, good exercise to go. Cool. So I got the heart done, got the stress ECG done, and I had to go get ultrasounds done on my aortas and everything because they want to check for strokes. So they had to check up through my neck to check what it was like, blood flow and everything. And they comes back, and the cardiologist just basically goes, look, you've had heart. I can see it in all your results that you've had heart trauma. So there's a level of trauma in your heart, and that is consistent with someone who has had a heart attack.
Right.
So it is fair to say that you had a heart attack. And if you are to ever feel any of those symptoms again, you fucking call an ambulance.
You don't breathe through it.
Right? I'm like, yep, I understand that. Thank you. He's like, but your saving graces are you don't drink, you don't eat shitty foods, your levels are pretty good, your cholesterol's a little high, so I'm taking some tablets for that for the next little while, right? But he's like, it's not stupid high, but it's high.
Yeah.
But you're fit and you're in the gym. And this is the whole thing, we go back to the gym thing. He's like,
You're getting jacked.
If you were, well, I wish. No, actually, I don't, because then you got to maintain it. And then if you get jacked, you end up just fat when you stop lifting, right?
Yeah.
So just stay lean, mate, and we'll whip
Lean.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mate,
yeah.
But be good at what you're good at.
Yeah, I know where I sit in society.
Yeah.
So he's like, if you had a first health condition, or if you were obese, or if you're a heavy drinker or a heavy smoker or anything like that, and you're 42 and had a heart attack, you probably would have died. But because you have been looking after your fitness and your health so much, your body has just basically gone, oh, yeah, it's just a thing.
Yeah, not today.
Just go have a nice bath, mate. Like, he's like, it's just brushed it off, which is not good because you don't know your limits, and that's scary.
Yeah.
So I've got some things I've got to work through, right? I've got to he's confident. He goes, I'm going to see you again in 6 months. After that, I reckon I won't see you until every 2 years after that. I think this is a one-off. What the issue is in your life is your stress level. You have too much stress. Okay, there's two things you cannot say. You never ask an angry woman to calm down.
No.
Never.
Can confirm.
Right? Yeah. All been there. And you never tell someone who runs their own businesses to stop stressing or stress less.
Even just telling anyone who's stressed to stop stressing.
You can't. Like, I'm liable to my debtors. I'm liable to my shareholders. I've got employees who are relying on me to keep the business operation and running. Without them, they don't have the job. Without them, I can't do my job. Like,
it goes on and on and
It
on and
just
on and on.
goes.
So if you can't stop stressing,
and then you got to
what can you do?
Then you got to be a present father. And then I've got to help out at home. And I want to be. Erin and I very much, but, we take in turns to clean. We take in turns to this, drop-offs, pickups. We try, and she does some things she does. I do some things I do for the household. We try and make it. And, she works full-time as well, just like I do. So we try and balance it as much as we can. So I need to be the present father. I also need to be a loving husband, which I hope she feels that I am, and a present husband and a best friend and a supporter and an advocate and everything like that.
Recipe for stress, if you ask me.
And you're like, fucking what?
Yeah.
So
I didn't learn to juggle that well when I was at school, so.
No.
I never got a job at the circus, but now we all need to be professional jugglers in life.
I'm good with 2 balls, not with 3. So
and now you've got 27.
So it's like, okay, how do I stress less? There's no fucking book on it, is there?
No, we're just winging it here.
So a lot of it comes back to, what do I need to worry about and what don't I need to worry about? What can I control, because I'm a control freak, and what can't I control? So it's establishing the things that will that I have to not worry about, the things I have to focus on, and then how much control do I have over those things, right? So let's take profit margin in a business. We're running our numbers. Our margins aren't great currently. I'm happy to say that honestly. It works, but our margins aren't as good as what they could be. Okay, can I control this right now? No. How can I? What strategies can we use? How can we look at the business? What are our expenses? So instead of being like lying there at night being fuck, I need to improve the margins. Fuck. I can be like, have a meeting with your team, get everyone in their department to have a look at if and where and how they can aid them. What things they can move, what plays they have available to them that can help. And if we can change the profit margin by, 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5%, that's fucking great.
And that's the thing,
Right.
like, you got to say, right, the present, we can't control what the current profit margin is because that's what it is right now.
Yep.
And everything we've done up until this point in time, which we also can't control because it's in the past, has led up to that.
Yep.
The profit margin was what it was 6 months ago.
Yep.
Can't change that. Can't change what it was 12 months ago. But what we can control and
Hopefully
can influence
is the future.
by doing things differently is what it might be tomorrow.
Yep. So what can I stress about? I'm allowed to stress. You're allowed to stress. But you can't stress about
It's a
everything.
part of life.
You can't stress about everything. You can't beat yourself up over a lot of things. So and this probably, and everyone listening in on this one would probably see that, fuck, this guy has control issues. Well, it's not control issues. It's just I've probably coming back to the whole back out of COVID where everything I did was taken away from me.
Mm.
I don't want that to happen again. So I've got to I need to have my finger on every pulse. But actually I don't. If I've got a good team, which I have at work.
Trust.
Yeah. I have a great team at work. Everyone takes care of their own department very well. I've got a good warehouse manager. She's fantastic. She's just come on not too long ago. She does a really good job within the team. We're about to build into the next warehouse, all this sort of stuff. It's go back and just sit down and relax, mate, and just look at it. And I talked about the presidency. I talked about missing a lot out with Clara because of my mental state.
Mm.
Just take a moment and be like, it's working, mate. You're doing a thing. Just pump the brakes a little bit. Because I want to do everything yesterday. Yeah.
But you can't.
Just fucking go.
We can't.
And I know that.
Yeah.
But I know.
You know it in theory, but it doesn't mean you don't want to.
And I just, and am I trying to prove too much to myself? Yeah, there's probably a lot there. You know, am I trying to be like the naysayers and the doubters? And don't get me wrong, mate. I have 3 or 4 quotes that always run around in my head that someone has either said directly or indirect about me over the years.
Can you share
them? Year 9 at school got told by my English teacher I would never amount to anything. I was a waste of education.
Fucking hell. Okay.
I had him. I won't say his name. Not that I expect him to hear or listen. But a guy. We used to be very close friends with him. More of a sort of.
Yeah, you don't have to say who they were from. Just
he. When I said I was going to start uni, he said, "Oh, I don't think you'll do very well, mate. It's pretty hard."
Yeah, okay.
And he's supposed to be a good mate of mine. Like at the time, real good mate.
Yeah,
right?
Good mate. Kind of meant to be believing.
Yeah,
in
mate.
you.
Go on, go have a shot.
Yeah,
Give it a
good
go.
on you, mate.
Good on you.
Have a crack.
Yep. So there's two of the biggest. There's a couple of smaller little ones that I'll keep myself, but they're 2 where I'm like, fuck you.
Waste of education.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's harsh.
Yeah, I won't amount to anything wasting education. Well, I got an idea. I got a fucking university degree and I ended up becoming a teacher, which I pat myself on the back for doing that because my mum and dad never went to university. My brother never went to uni. My brother went for a short period of time and then dropped out. So I'm the only one in my immediate family to get a university degree. And then to go and become a teacher from the person who told me I couldn't amount to anything. Well, what does that say about you and your career, right? Because that means you didn't amount to anything. Yeah. And look, as I said, I was a rat bag kid. And there's probably an element of that I'm like, yeah, fair call. But you don't say that to people.
No.
So there's a lot of pressure on me internally.
And not that you want to rely on what other people say is intrinsic motivation either.
No.
But sometimes it can just be that little thing that sometimes on that day you fall back and go, I'll show you.
And that's where I'm just happy to sit there and just be like, yeah, well, fuck you, because it's working. I've got a beautiful, beautiful family. I got an awesome dog. Love Sambos.
Yeah.
We live in a great part of the world. We have a great lifestyle. Our girls love school in kindy, running. I'm lucky to give Charlie a kiss goodbye. She's gone. Boom. Out. Like, you couldn't get me to run into school ever. And my daughter just wants to run in every day. She loves the joint.
Yeah, so she didn't get that from you?
No. She comes home, and today we did this and we read this book. And I'm like, Mark, can you shut the fuck up?
Yeah.
I'm really tired. If you think I can talk, Jesus, did she get it from me today?
It's genetic.
Oh, underwater.
It's genetic in the Lumb household.
Underwater with marbles in her mouth. Poor girl. So you sit back and you're like, yeah, no, actually I'm winning. It's working.
Mm.
But people don't do that because we're always looking for the next.
So what are you proud of?
I'm proud of where we are
Yeah.
now because we're in a unique place where we have a small great Australian business that we've toiled really hard at that is growing. We got our numbers last month and it's not the matrix of everything, but it's a lot of proof that our April of 2026 was more than double revenue that we did in April 2025.
That's awesome, mate.
So I'm like, fuck yes.
Mate, you're growing, you're doubling.
It's growing. Now, what we're spending to double is another story. But, the truth never gets in the way of a good yarn. So I'm very proud of where we are.
And so you should be.
Now, I'm really proud of the little family that Erin and I have here. Really, Charlie just, every day she comes home with something. She comes home and writes her own books now. The Australian Kookaburra is a long-tailed bird that swoops gracefully down to catch its prey. She's in grade 1. I couldn't write that in year 9.
I still can't.
Yeah. Wow. Can you braille it?
Probably.
How do you do? Do you like a piece?
I'm
of
not a
paper?
big writing guy. Not a big writing guy. Not a big reading guy. I'm more of a podcaster.
Have you thought about podcasts, mate? I reckon you do it right.
Yeah,
podcast.
what's a podcast? I should consider it.
It's two blokes talking absolute shit.
Yeah.
So
School wasn't for you. You thought about walking and food?
yeah, boy, yeah. Mate. Hey, Lummy, what are you gonna do when you're 42? Well, I'm gonna put food in a bag
Because
No.
I'm sick of walking.
because I'm sick of going for a walk. Like, it's funny the transitions and the way we roll and where we end up, and what we do or how we do it. But I think, and you and I talked about this today offline, was we do. I'm doing everything, and Erin and I, we're a team. We are doing everything for us and our girls because we want to have get set up and put them in a position and have us in a position where we can choose to do basically anything we want with it. I'm not going Jeff Bezos style, right, or Musk style or any of that sort of shit. Just a position in life where you can live comfortably well, but do it off the back of working really hard.
Earning it.
Yeah, and we have been. I've got both. Actually, have blisters on my fingers and metaphoric blisters in real life from just constantly digging away at shit. Because if you sit back and expect it to happen, it doesn't.
No.
Right? But, oh, geez, you're lucky because of this, or you're lucky you got that contract. And I think I said to you and Ames, it's funny how the harder you work, the luckier you get.
In other people's eyes.
Yeah. Father-in-law who's been a very good mentor in terms of a lot of business stuff for me, and he's helped me a lot out, has always said two things. One, the harder you work, the luckier you'll get. And everyone will see it like that. Oh, you're just lucky, but keep chipping. And number two, the bigger the business, the bigger the problems. So when your next problem comes along and it's huge, just remember it can only be that big because you are that big.
It's a privilege.
It is, 100%. So I'm proud, really proud of where we are and what we've got to. We're not near our end game, or we're not where we want to be ultimately. But we go back to the whole difficult decision to move to Queensland, moving here, living here, having a network now, looking to buy property up here to live in. I'm proud that it worked. It's working. It's working.
In progress.
It's always going to be an in progress thing. I'm always on a world of self-discovery, Benjamin. You should
Mate,
know that.
I do know that. And speaking of discovery, what's next? What's next for Lummy? What's next for On Track Meals?
Yeah, so we're hoping to buy up here to call Queensland home for, next 3, 5, 7 years. We are acknowledging that our parents, both Erin's and my mum who live in Melbourne, are ageing and the reality is we'd like to be near or close to them as they get on, should they need our help and support, and also so the kids can be around, right? The girls love Nan and Pop and they love Grandma, and so it's having that. So we've got a bit of a plan in there. So we want to get a property up here, get a nice little spot, little patch that we can lock in for a while, in around just the south of Brisbane where we're living now. On Track Meals, well, we've working and chipping away on a couple of big projects, which one of them looks like it should come through, which is nice. I can't allude too much more than that other than it's a government contract we're working on. And it's just getting the brand further out there. I was in Dubai in Africa last year at some international humanitarian aid summits. Table meetings. Eric, my business partner, was having meetings with UNICEF and Doctors Without Borders and United Nations and one off. And from a geopolitical, and I know we don't want to talk politics too much. We shouldn't.
No, we don't.
Waste of fucking time. But from a geopolitical point of view, Australia is a very safe country. Yep. We have no one who's looking to bomb us or have a war with us that we know of. We don't get ourselves messed up in too much shit. I think we do sometimes and we shouldn't. We should keep our mouth shut and just be, but that's my opinion. We produce more food than we consume, need or export. So we have class 1 or grade 1 food production facilities to which we produce our products out of. So from someone from a UN or UNHCR or humanitarian global sphere, we're actually a really good place to source our kind of product from, which is shelf-stable meals or, meals ready to eat, military-style products. So what we're trying to do with the brand is exposing into that international market space.
Into that aid market.
Yep.
When the world's fucked, we can help.
Well, we want to help people. We do. A lot of our stuff is through humanitarian support, and we're proud of that. Not only do I want to build a business and make a business and have something, I want to have something that gives back to the community and helps too. And so, yes, we sell our product at BCF and whatnot. Yes, we make profit, make a margin. I was talking about margins just before, but the reality is, on top of that, is we want to have a holistic stage to our business where we go, yes, we make money, but we also give back and we also do it because of these entities. And one of those is through the humanitarian arm that we do. So we're back over in Dubai. That was supposed to be now, but a bit of instability in the Middle East, so that'll be later on in the year. So the next for On Track Meals is really starting to lock into that international space. We've made a lot of BD in there. We've done a lot of product development. It'll be slightly different to some of the products that we'll supply into that space. And then it's hopefully just landing 1 or 2 contracts, be it through some of these organisations and NGOs that would be interested in trying to take us on. They all think Australia's too far away. It's quite funny having these conversations with people. They go, oh, you're Australia, it's really far away. You go, yeah, mate,
It's not that far.
it's 14 hours and 2 planes. Like, you're okay.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. Like, oh, what happens if we need food? I put it on pallet goes on plane flies to you. Like, we're good.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. We are quite globally connected. But that's a bit of a stigma.
I don't have to get in my rowboat and row it to you.
No, it's not going to take 3 months on the boat from wherever to wherever. I can have it to you in 24 hours. I can have food just about anywhere in 24 hours around the world. And we've had to do that on a small scale on a couple of occasions.
Yeah.
So the next for the business is trying to crack a bit more into that space, but we're not disillusioned by we've got a lot more work to do at home. We supply comfortably to a lot of agencies, but there's more that could have us, and there's more sectors and areas. I know there's scope in Northern Territory and WA that we want to work into as well. But mate, I kind of, people ask me a lot, what's your business strategy? And it's put food in bag and sell it. Like, I don't
keep it simple. Don't make it overwhelming.
I go to some meetings and I go to mentorship stuff, and it's always like, you should have your overarching goals. You got to have your goals, and you got to have
big picture thinking.
And yeah, I don't disagree, but I think if you get the core right and the simple right and the people right, it will be all right.
But that's no different to life, right? So
yeah,
there's going to be so many people out there listening to this that don't run their own business, and that exact same principle applies in your own personal life. You get the core right, the why right, the people right around you,
then you're good.
And you're going to be all right.
You can have a great life.
Yeah.
Footy team, basketball team, any sporting culture. We know that from great clubs. It's the culture you breed. It's the right people you bring in. It's how you execute. It's the same thing with life. You're right, mate. I don't have a huge. I'm probably like you. Know a lot of people, but when it comes to really close core friends, I'm not. It's not that I'm selective per se. It's just I know the people that will contribute to my life, and those will help me. And I know those that they're there and they're still mates, but they don't do a lot for me. And you kind of just work with that, and you find those right people that are going to help you keep building what you're building.
And like you say, that give take.
100%.
Yeah.
I got my closest mates. I call them. I miss the call. They do call back. You and I, how many? Shit.
Mate, we have played games of phone tag that have gone for 6 months.
I reckon we've done. Yeah, I reckon the last one was at least 2 or 3 month phone tag.
Yeah, big time. And then sometimes the funniest part is we probably then have a month where neither of us ring because we're both that busy.
We're just like, fuck it.
We give up. But we'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
And then you never have that phone call when you find and you go, oh, hey, I was waiting for you. It was your turn. It's just like, hey, mate.
No, it doesn't. There's none of that. No, it doesn't.
You and I are the best for if I ring you or you ring me, and I think this is just a good general rule of thumb. If you don't have the time to talk to someone, it's someone you've been wanting to speak to or haven't spoke to in a while, we are all busy enough now. And I think most people out there who are reasonable enough, you should be able to answer the phone and go, mate, would love to chat. Just about to walk into a meeting.
Yep.
I will call you back within the next week. Give yourself time. Don't say I'll call you back tonight because tonight might not happen. But I will call you back as soon as I can. Can't wait to catch up soon. And then you go, cool. It's not just a missed call. It's have I got that 30 seconds to say that? And then it's that clear sort of expectation. And that courtesy in that respect.
It's just that acknowledgement that they're going to talk to you. I think it's when it's you and me, it's more like knackers, flat chat. Give me a week, I'll get you, mate.
Yeah, 100%.
Like that is literally our conversation.
Yeah, big time. It's knackers.
Flat chat.
Now's not
Nah,
good.
mate,
No
not now.
worries. Speak soon.
I'll get ya. I got ya. I'll get ya.
Yeah.
Tell Ames I love her. See you, mate. Bye.
Yeah, love you too. All right, see you, bye.
Bye.
And speaking of see you, bye, we're probably getting about that time before you have to jump in that electric vehicle and head back southbound.
Yeah, I do. Down the Bruce car park.
But before we do, mate, we got an exciting announcement.
We do, which is really, really good. And obviously, I'm wearing the T-shirt for it.
On Track Meals, Flying Blind partnership.
Yep.
We're starting now, so the lights at Flying Blind are going to be kept on by On Track Meals, which we're pumped about. It's food that Amy has, I have, both groups that I've been across the Kokoda Track have eaten along the way, as we've talked about today. We eat them at home. We eat them when we go camping. We eat them in the car. They are Blind Bloke certified.
Yep.
And now all of the people out there just winging it, listening to Flying Blind, can all get 10% off with the discount code Flying Blind. Links will be in the show notes below.
Yep.
And yeah, it's going to be the start of a ongoing partnership that we're really excited about. We're pumped to have you on board,
Mate, and it's great to have you because, I mean, as you've just shared with everyone, you've been eating this stuff a long time, whether you liked it or not. You know,
and loved it.
And,
yeah. For us, this is a values-based thing. We're not just going to partner with companies that we go, oh, yeah, they've offered us some cash, like, let's just do it. It's we want to stand behind and stand proudly behind products, services, companies. When sponsors are coming to us, we're already having conversations going, does this align with where we want to go and our values as both people, podcast, what we're all about? And this absolutely does, mate. So,
and I love it. No, it's great to have a chat with you today, mate. 42-year-old men, or for me anyway, 10 or 20 years ago, probably never sat down and spoken like this. You know, we're a generation that can make a few changes in the way we bring our kids up.
Absolutely.
And the way we discuss things. And this isn't the token, because they're doing it for a podcast, they're gonna talk like this. I have these conversations with a couple of my business, my Brizzy mates and my Melbourne mates quite regularly.
Yeah, we would have this same conversation on the phone.
How are you, mate? Oh, I'm all right. No. Shut up, dickhead.
How are you actually?
How are you? I'm fucking buckled.
Yeah.
We are honest. And I think the more you're honest in your life, it's easy to transition through other areas, be it your relationships, be it with your children. And then for me, it's being in the business world where most time I like to think when I'm talking to someone with work, they know I'm talking the truth and it's honest because I'm straight up with it. So when you turn around now and say, let's come and have a real chat, Lummy, but at the same time, what else can we do together? We build that great relationship and trust. And yeah, as I said, whether you liked it or not, you were fed on-track meals for how many days and nights on the Kokoda Track, and you're still here, right?
We're still here, and like you say, it starts with people. It's people first,
100%.
And I think it's just a funny yarn to finish with, actually, because I thought of it earlier when we were talking. Which one are you thinking?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, there's
scared.
There's so many. I'm thinking, fuck, we could do a whole nother episode on just funny shit that's happened in PNG, and you've got so many other travelling yarns that we could go with. But I was thinking about how you were just saying you've got those mates that actually check in, and Lummy and I, you had heard of this walk, Mount Juliet. In sort of Healesville, eastern suburbs of Melbourne, but you'd never been there, and you wanted to take potential Kokoda groups there training. So naturally, what do? You think of your blind mate and think, right, I'm going to take my blind mate there.
If Ben can do it blind, anyone can do it, right?
That's it. So we'll go and see how bad this is, because apparently it's one of the best Kokoda training walks you can do. About 4 or 5 hours. Up, down, one mountain, and apparently it's shit. It's muddy, it's slippery. Let's go. So you came and picked me up on the way. I was as hungover as...
No. That's a lie. You were still drunk.
True, yeah.
Right?
I wasn't hungover
You'd
yet.
done Sembuka shots that night.
the
Yeah.
night before, morning of.
Yeah.
You picked me up at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, you stank.
And I jumped in the car with you.
You
We had
jumped in the
40 minutes.
panny.
You were drunk by the time we got there.
Yeah, we got
Just
there.
off fumes.
You were hungry. Did we pull in a Hillsville bakery? Did you have a sausage roll with sauce before we started walking?
I reckon we did because then we had chicken rolls afterwards.
Yeah,
didn't we?
yeah. So we got yeah. Okay, so you're still drunk though.
Yeah, sponsored by Sausage Rolls and Gatorade at this point in time.
Yeah.
We get to the bottom of this, and you were drunk on the way up because of fumes. I just followed you up somehow. We got to the top, but then I sort of sobered up on the way up.
Yeah.
And the view was shit from the top for
There
both
is-
you and I.
There is no view. I mean,
Correct.
so it's the first time in your life I haven't taken you somewhere and been like, you're missing out, Benno.
No, that's it. Like, I got to the top and was like, fucking welcome to my life. It's this big walk, and you get to the top and you go, this is it.
There's
Like,
a rock can and you're surrounded by trees. You're like, what the fuck do I walk up that hill for 4 hours for?
And now I've got to turn around and walk back down.
And you literally walk back down the exact way you just walked up.
Yeah.
Yep.
And anyway, I remember the two of us, and you remember this now, don't you?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. We started having a vent and a whinge, and it was all these little pent up little things,
Yep.
and they can be, they were tiny little things, and it could be the little
Actually,
things.
I got one of them.
I know which one you're going to say.
The pillows.
Throw pillows.
The fucking throw pillows. Amy buys these fucking pillows, right? And
There's
mind you,
19 of
he's
them
ha-
over the bed.
He's half slipping up and he's half slipping down this hill, and it was raining and wet too.
Oh, it was raining.
And
It
it
was
got
wet.
to
It
a
was shit.
stage where we nearly just slid on our asses. It was that bad. And I remember you were like, I just don't fucking get it, Lummy. Like, how many pillows do you need to bed? I go to bed and I got to take all these pillows off the bed.
I
to
only
sleep
need
in
2
the
pillows
bed.
on my bed.
Right. And then I got to get up in the morning. She's like, Ben, can you make sure the pillows come on the bed? You're like, fucking pillows. I don't need to.
Don't fold the throw rug. It's got to look like it's been thrown
Oh,
there.
yeah. You got to throw the throw rug. It can't be neat, but it can't be too messy. It's got to be neat, messy. Yeah. No, I remember that. That was
Yeah.
a good one. We came up with a colourful name for that walk, but I won't.
Yeah, exactly. But I think the point was there was also a hell of a lot of other stuff
Yep.
that we got off our shoulders, our chest, tipped out of our bottle on that walk.
Yep.
And I think there was a few profanities just screamed from the top of the hill because we were like, you know what?
There's no one here.
It was a stressful time. We were both stressed. I think it was just in might have been just before, I don't know. It was
I can't
in and
remember.
around COVID times or before that. It was in between our 2 Kokoda trips anyway. So it must have been just before COVID, but
Yeah.
there must have been stress on both parts, and we were able to get that out
Yep.
with 2 mates out doing something together.
Yep.
So for any Victorian listeners, if you are struggling, go to Mount Juliet. No, actually don't.
Don't go to Mount
No,
Juliet.
don't.
Don't go to Mount
It's not
Juliet.
worth it.
Just get outdoors, and I think, and you're right, mate. And it didn't involve having a beer, and it didn't involve. I mean, mind you, you were still drunk.
Yeah.
You know, I got drunk. But yeah, you're right. It didn't involve. I've got to go to the pub.
No.
We just went for a walk.
Went for a walk, and we've done that plenty of times in and
Always.
around home. We've done
Let's
it
go for a
here,
walk. Let's go for a walk, mate. You want to go for a walk? Yeah, let's go for a walk.
and it's something we've all been doing since we were 18 months old.
Exactly right.
Year old.
Fundamental motor skill. We all know what to do. Just go for a walk. It'll
Don't
make you
overthink
feel-
it.
Yeah.
Keep it simple, and that's what you're doing with the meals. They're simple, they're easy. You chuck them on the shelf, you chuck them in the car. They're good to go. And I think just to wrap up with the partnership thing as well, because obviously everyone out there listening are individuals. We've talked about the humanitarian aid stuff, the government contracts, the big fires, rescue, ambos, police, all that. But at the end of the day, these meals, these buckets, these grab and go packs, they're perfect for your family, your travel, your miners, your earth workers, your truckies, your anyone like that who wants to eat good food on the go, or just have it in the boat, have it there in case of emergency. Perfect for that, and it's perfect instead of going the takeaway meal at home. Just have something there that you don't have to throw out at the end of the week because it's gone off, or you don't have to wait for it to defrost because you've got home late and gone, oh, we'll have to get takeaway because we'd have to defrost that mince. You've got bolognese there ready to go.
Get out of jail free card, mate.
It is.
Easy one for you. It's a healthy one. So it is, yeah. And that's what we aim to do. Keep it simple. Good food for good people.
So buy direct straight through the
Jump on ontrackmeals.com.au.
Yep.
Jump on there as Benno shared. So Flying Blind is your discount code to give you 10% off. And that also helps Benno and Ames do what they do best, which is obviously feed their kids and keep the lights on when it comes to Flying Blind. So it helps everyone. It helps an Australian, 100% Australian made, Australian owned company, which is us. It helps Ben and Ames what they do, and it helps you because you know you're going to have good grub, and that's all we want in life. Keep good, simple food.
Mate, absolutely. Appreciate you picking us up, bringing us up here, coming on, having a yarn, being so open with not just the business journey, mate, but the family, everything you've learnt along the way. And sure, it won't be the last time we sit down and have a yarn, and appreciate it.
Thanks,
enjoy the slow drive back. And for everyone out there, make sure you jump on, get that first order placed, check out the food, let them know how good it is. And for everyone out there, keep winging it.